This is TNA, the new face of professional wrestling.
Listen up! What you have just witnessed is a foreshadowing of things to come.
These two men have waged war in some of the most brutal matches in wrestling today. Now, they take hardcore to a whole new extreme.
Wait a minute, it's barbed wire! Scared of the barbed wire! I've never seen anything repel him like that!
No ropes, only barbed wire. Welcome to the Parthenon of Pain.
He's gonna have the face as big as fear. It'll be all the way around the six-sided ring and all the way around the impact zone.
The homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu.
He's getting into his head. He's getting into his mind.
The monster abyss.
No way!
Barbed Wire Massacre.
This is everything we thought it would be for.
Someone is going to bleed.
Tonight, Jeff Jarrett defends the NWA title against Rhino. The unbeaten Samoa Joe challenges the phenomenal AJ Styles for the X Division title. And the face of TNA changes forever. It's time for Turning Point.
The opening contest for Turning Point is a no-ropes barbed wire massacre. About to make his way to the ring accompanied by James Mitchell. This is a bear.
For the past 3 months on pay-per-view, Abyss and Sabu have squared off against each other. From no disqualification matches to the unforgettable Monsters Ball, they battled at Unbreakable, Bound for Glory, and Genesis pay-per-view. And while the brutality is off the charts in all 3 bouts, the violence factor gets raised to another level. Tonight at Turning Point, it's TNA's first ever Barbed Wire Massacre.
And ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent from Bombay, this is Sabu.
Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to putting your body on the line, when it comes to shutting out the pain, or using the pain as a motivational weapon, no one does it like the homicidal, suicidal, the genocidal Sabu. And look at the monster Abyss already on the attack, not even allowing Sabu to get in the ring. And Don, we have seen this situation with the monster Abyss play out over the course of the past couple of weeks as Sabu has, wow, a barbed wire baseball bat that he took a shot at him with, and it got stuck in the barbed wire ropes. We've seen Abyss fight through the fear, and he's inside the six-sided ring surrounded by the barbed wire ropes. Plus, there's barbed wire boards around ringside.
I'll tell you what, I like how Abyss came right out and attacked Sabu. A match that Sabu has an advantage because he's done it so many times.
Exactly
but
right.
You saw right there with the back how it's stuck in the barbed wire. Think about your flesh sticking in that. Think about your arms, your legs. If they can tangle up that with the force, when the body goes into that, the damage sometimes can be irreparable. And I'm going to tell you this.
Oh! What a shot, my God! Steel chair shot. Sabu fired it right into the face, right into the head, and there's another one on the top of the head of this 6'8", 350-pound monster. What's Sabu going to do? Bring up the chair.
Oh, he catches him. Abyss going to howl, but he breaks it back to the ring.
2, no. Oh my God! blasts him off the pin attempt right into the barbed wire. You see James Mitchell at ringside. He loves every second of it. Sabu caught. Wow, his arm wrapped right in the barbed wire. Look at the referee, Rudy Charles. He's got a protective uniform. He's got combat boots. He's got SWAT team pants, a long sleeve shirt. He's got gloves. Boy, he came prepared.
You can see already what kind of an effect the barbed wire can have immediately. As he goes right in it, now Abyss goes right there for a chokehold. Anything he can to take the breath out of him, but you know Abyss doesn't want to go for a pin at this point. He wants to inflict damage. He wants to beat Sabu in his own game, because Sabu has been terrorizing him with the barbed wire time after time after
Look
time.
out!
Oh no, he's just fighting back.
Abyss has Sabu. Gonna try and take him face first into the barbed wire, but you're right, Sabu does fight back. And Abyss now grabs onto the barbed wire just to prevent his head from going right in to that very unforgiving barbed wire rope.
You also got to consider Sabu is out there wrestling with a broken nose. Where Abyss caught him with a forearm in a brawl they had a few weeks ago when they brawled outside of the building. But I'm going to tell you something. Pain is not an option. Pain is not anything you can allow to affect you in this match, because if you do, you will lose it. This is the kind of match you have to block out everything but your task at hand.
God, we promised you on Impact, ladies and gentlemen, this would not be like any other wrestling promotion that has advertised barbed wire matches. Oh my God! And you see an example of it there. Oh my God, his neck, he's stuck right in the barbed wire. Abyss took him high overhead and dropped him right across the barbed wire.
You can see right there Sabu trying to pull himself out of it. And it just stepped so early when JB took that apple around it. Oh, he had to go do whatever he had to do. And oh, look at this.
You're right, anything, just to extricate himself from the barbed wire. And now he's got an object. What does he have, Don?
I don't know, but he's going right there, right in Abyss, and just grinding it in the arm, just bringing the blood and bringing it out. Oh man, Sabu had that somewhere hidden in his belt there, or his trousers, and he pulls it. I can't quite see what it is, but obviously it's sharp enough to draw blood.
Oh God, and again, Sabu on the attack with that weapon, whatever it is, he's driving it into the arm. Oh, the monster Abyss, and he does so again. It's just amazing. We've seen Abyss overcome the fear of barbed wire. You heard from James Mitchell earlier. You heard during the pre-show. Something in Abyss's past that triggered that reluctance to go anywhere near the barbed wire, but Mitchell has helped him face his fear. Sabu, steel chair, position.
Here he comes! Oh, look at that! Abyss gets out of the way, and then Sabu is getting himself caught time and time again. He's already ripped his pants right there. We got to see a replay there.
Oh, if there's any chance, let's take another look at this off the chair.
Oh, man!
Ow!
There's nowhere you can run. There's nowhere you can hide. It can't be avoided, Mike.
Sabu in such severe pain, and Don, we mentioned this earlier. If there's any individual that can fight through that pain or use the pain as a motivational tool, look at the arm of Abyss, the blood streaming out of it. That has to be Sabu. Substantial height and weight advantage for this 6'8", 350-pound monster. I almost think it's countered by the experience edge of Sabu, particular his history in barbed wire matches over in Japan.
Well, it's obvious he can fight through the pain. I mean, but the part that I'm realizing is, as the match goes, you have nowhere to go. You forget almost that it's there. Of course, right into the barbed wire. That is just
Fight through the pain of this. Let's take another look at this. Abyss charges across. Here he comes right into your living room, and he's dropped toe hold by Sabu and goes right into the barbed wire, and there's a steel chair shot.
I'll tell you what, I'm amazed at how well they put this barbed wire up. As you can see, it's not budging at all. As they hit it, it just rolls right in on them, and there's nowhere for him to go, as it's now become a bloody mess. You can see there Sabu trying to get some kind of momentum and realize he's got nothing to bounce off of.
Big clubbing blow to the top of the head by the monster Abyss. It just dropped. It stopped Sabu in his tracks. Sabu back up to his feet. He's caught. Could be a choke slam.
Oh! Right on the chair.
Back first into the steel chair. Pin attempt. 2. No.
I mean, think about that. Not only has Sabu had to feel the pain of the barbed wire, and look at right there. James Mitchell threw in that barbed wire chair, and Abyss, who before would never even touch the likes of that, now he's got over his spear and he sets it up right on top of Sabu.
Oh no, now what's he gonna do? Chair
man.
right across the chest and face of Sabu.
He's got nowhere to bounce
You can't
off
spring
of.
off the rope.
Oh, what a counter by Sabu! Right where it hurts the most. Oh, man.
Abyss thought that he had
Neutered him.
thought he had weakened Sabu sufficiently to try that move, but no, Sabu was able to position the chair. Yes, it's wrapped in barbed wire. Oh, God, he hit him in the head with it.
Look at the blood on the arm of Abyss. Sabu showing no mercy, goes back and hits him on the head again. On the head again. Oh, this is just brutal, folks. I can't even describe what I'm seeing.
What you're seeing, Don, is one of the most physically violent spectacles in the history of pay-per-view wrestling. And TNA is presenting it to you in this barbed wire massacre. Watch Sabu spring off the chair.
He goes over! Unbelievable! Over the top of the barbed wire, onto Abyss, somehow poisoned there and it. Wow!
Yes, they are on their feet in the impact zone. The TNA chants.
Look at
as
this!
Sabu.
Look what Sabu's
He's got.
got!
Oh no! He's got that big 4x8 sheet of plywood with the barbed wire wrapped all over it, and he tossed it into the ring. What does he have in store?
Oh man, I mean this is just, they're now just feeding off on each other. He kind of thought Abyss was out of it a little bit. He turned right into a boot right there by Abyss. Oh, right on top of it again. Look at that, Mike. That's a way to get you back in the ring.
The front suplex by Abyss, draping Sabu. Yes, my God, body first across that barbed wire. He's just hanging. Let's take another look.
Again, you can see it as he drapes him, and he's still stuck on the top of the barbed wire. And look at him, just the blood, the pain, the gore. Oh man, that's why this guy has got so many scars. That's why this guy has gone through so many wars. Now you know why his body looks like it does.
Now both men back inside this six-sided ring, surrounded by barbed wire, and now there's that big sheet, the plywood sheet, the barbed wire all over it. Abyss positions it in place. Big shot to the back of the head. Oh no!
I can't even imagine this.
No, I don't want to
I
watch.
can't even watch. Oh, as he throws him on top of this, and you can see Sabu fighting for everything he's got right there. Look at the blood flow. They got nowhere. They just naturally reacted to walk over, and they can't do it.
Looked like Abyss was going to try and powerbomb Sabu into the barbed wire boards. Sabu able to fight it off. Now charges. My God! Stomach first into the barbed wire. His entire body is stuck in the barbed wire board.
Oh, this is just too much to watch. Look at this again. Oh, man, there's no way to avoid it. No way to avoid
My God, we've never seen anything like this in TNA. Ladies and gentlemen, I trust you've never seen anything like this barbed wire massacre on pay-per-view before, as now Abyss brings, yes, the barbed wire board, another plywood sheet inside the ring.
This, Mike, I've never seen so much barbed wire in so short of a space, so small of a space, and it just gets worse and worse as Abyss is setting this thing up, and you can just, your mind can visually already picture what it would look like if somebody goes in that, and it's just, it's hard to describe.
Now Sabu up to his feet, going to try and mount an offensive here. After everything that he's gone through, quickly reversed off, puts on the brace. Whoa!
Well, you got to give Sabu credit. Oh, look at that! He pushed the ref out of the way, and Abyss goes face first, body first, right into the barbed wire table. He's stuck there. He's stuck into it. And you can see Mitchell screaming at him, but what can Abyss do?
Nothing. You're right, Don. He's got nowhere to go because he's stuck right against that barbed wire board.
Oh, he kicked on top of the other. Oh, man.
He's sandwiched between them. Pin,
This
two.
is, oh, please, somebody end it.
The winner of Barbed Wire Massacre, Sabu!
Sabu has won. He took so much. Oh my, somebody get that off of him.
He's stuck on. He's sandwiched in between the barbed wire boards. And look at Sabu put the boots to him after he's already won the Barbed Wire Massacre.
It's just emotion right now. It's adrenaline. They're both hurt. You can see the blood pouring out of Sabu's face. Oh man, Abyss, I can't even imagine what he's going through underneath there. That sandwich of barbed wire. Oh man, here's some more. Oh, that's when he went off the chair, caught his leg. Then you saw the drop toe hold. Face first hitting the barbed wire.
Now you see the monster Abyss just draping Sabu, hanging him over the top strand of barbed wire. Abyss came back, dropped him stomach first across the board. But then the monster Abyss went crashing into one board, and yes, Sabu took advantage to gain the win, to gain the victory in the Barbed Wire Massacre. And they're still cutting him loose. Look at the blood pouring out of the arm, out of the body of the monster Abyss.
As you hear the crowd showing their support, they know they've seen a valiant effort by two warriors. But I'm telling you what, I don't even know if I can look at that shot of Sabu going on top of him in that sandwich of barbed wire that he was in. Mike, this has been unlike anything that we've ever seen. That's as brutal as it gets, isn't it, Professor?
Boy, it sure is, Don. It's like nothing that we've ever seen before in TNA. It's like nothing that we've ever seen before in professional wrestling. Wow. You know, Don, words just do not describe, ladies and gentlemen, the level of violence that we've just witnessed.
I was looking around at the crowd and watching their expressions, as I know it was on our faces, and just seeing people shy away and turn their heads in horror. It's the disgust at what they realized they were going through. It's just, wow, that still just got me cringing, Mike.
Don, let's take a look. Let's remind everyone what we have in store for you tonight, yet to come here at Turning Point. It's going to be the alpha male Monty Brown, one-on-one against Christian Cage in his TNA pay-per-view debut.
I'll tell you what, it's tables, 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 as Team 3D gets their wish, AMW, in a tables match.
X Division Championship at stake, yes, the champ, the phenomenal AJ Styles, to defend against the unbeaten Samoa Joe.
It is for all the marbles. It's the most prestigious belt at TNA. It's the World Championship. Is Rhino able to be focused enough to get it back again? This is the rubber match between these two.
Don, we've described it as arguably the deepest pay-per-view lineup in TNA history. We've already seen the violent spectacle of the Barbed Wire Massacre, and what we have in store for you yet to come here. What an event Turning Point is going to be.
And think about this, that you know the guys in the back know they have to follow something like this, and everybody is going to put on an effort like you've never seen. You are so lucky to be watching a pay-per-view with a spectacle. I have never seen a crowd like this in my life, Mike.
Don, let's take a look at what went down earlier today outside the Impact Zone. Here you see the arrival of the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Jarrett. Jarrett, along with America's Most Wanted. There you see Chris Harris. James Storm also there. You know, conspicuous by her absence still, in my mind, is Gail Kim.
Yeah, I still want to know what is going on with the Jackie Gata, Gail Kim situation. AMW wanted to know what was going on in that situation. That just kind of gotten weird, and you can get no answers. You can get nothing from any of them. As you see right here, obviously the arrival of Rhino. You don't see a limousine. You just see him pulling up, getting out, focused on the mission that he has in hand, and that's to win this rubber match between him and Jeff Jarrett.
And you know, the man-beast Rhino, so incredibly focused on the task at hand, it's the opportunity for him to regain that NWA World's Heavyweight Championship belt. Rhino, the man-beast, in the role of the challenger. Let's send it to Shane Douglas with the 4 Live crew.
Thanks, Mike and Don. I'm standing by with 4 Live crew as they prepare for their huge match tonight at Turning Point against Team Canada.
Well, Team Canada, 2006 is going to be the year of mi familia, and I promise we kick it off tonight at your expense. You see, we're the 4 Live crew, still doing the same damn thing with a new member to the gang. Speaking of new members, speaking of turning points, how things have turned around. Do you remember last week on Impact when you and Kip James violated 2 individuals? That was cohesive, my friend.
Yo, man, we were so dominant. We were so on point. It was ridiculous. Yo, we should tag up a little bit more and let these 2 fend for themselves.
And you know what? The only thing better than that is when the 4 Live Crew family violates Team Canada.
Yo, man, and I got something from my Latin peoples. Todo no es lo que aparenta. Yo, let's go shake and bake these fools. Órale!
Don, without question, 4 Live Crew rededicating themselves here in TNA. Great to see the crew back on the same page.
I'll tell you what, I don't know who was the calming force. I think you have to give a lot of credit to Konnan for putting aside his differences, and we got to see the 2 of them, Kip James, I'm talking about, and Konnan work together. They are now in sync. As you can tell, the 4 Live Crew has their mission, and that's Team Canada, and that's been a grudge that's been going on for a long time.
Don, I'm getting word from the truck. Do we have the camera in place yet? Is the camera in position? Can someone tell me? I understand that there you see it, back in the locker room area. The Monster, Abyss, and James Mitchell. As Abyss is being tended to by the TNA training staff, the doctors are on hand. There's the medical staff.
Oh, yeah, you can see Mitchell being a calming influence right there. The pain that Abyss is going through is indescribable. I mean, you can just tell, even a man of that size, you can see hugging him there, and what he went through is, but you see him working. They've got to be getting the disinfectant on there, you know, anything to keep him from being infected, and thank goodness we got the doctors on hand to see to these guys.
Don, we want to reflect back on this for just a second. Have you ever in your life seen anything that violent? What a spectacle the Barbed Wire Massacre was.
I'll tell you what, if there's any chance to take a look at some of those shots again, look at this right here. There's nowhere he can go as he's planted there, and Sabu realizes where that he's in front of the other table, and he just kicks him right there, and there he becomes sandwiched in between, and oh, that shot right there just gets me, man. And he just sits there.
Well, you're right, Don. That was the move by Sabu that finalized the deal. Crashing down on top of the Monster Abyss while he was sandwiched in between those barbed wire boards. That leads to the victory. Homicidal, suicidal, genocidal Sabu wins TNA's first ever Barbed Wire Massacre, but we have so much more in store for everyone. The 2 championship matchups, Don. Jeff Jarrett and Rhino with the NWA World's title at stake, and I'm so intrigued by Samoa Joe, the Samoan submission machine. He puts his unbeaten streak on the line. The phenomenal AJ Styles, the champion, he actually made the challenge to Samoa Joe for this title match.
I'm gonna tell you something, AJ Styles isn't just wrestling Samoa Joe for him, he's doing it for all of the X Division. He's doing it for all those that have this special code that they feel out there in the ring. And yeah, it can get pretty vicious and violent at times between them, and yeah, you know, it's not always rosy between everybody, but it is about a style of wrestling that they all love so well and that they all appreciate and that we showcase here on TNA. And AJ Styles, I believe, feels he's got that whole X Division locker room on his side tonight.
I think there's no question that AJ feels as if Samoa Joe really went over the line. What he did last month to the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, I mean, let's face it, Daniels was his tag team partner. They win the match. Joe doesn't like the way that's accomplished, and then he brutally lays out Christopher Daniels, puts him on the shelf now for over a month.
The towel with
that
the blood.
the level 3 concussion. But then to rub it in, Samoa Joe continues to wear the blood of the fallen angel on the towel every time he comes to the ring, just to rub it in for Daniels, Styles, and everyone involved in the X Division.
I'm gonna tell you something. When I think about what else we got tonight, we saw Barbed Wire, but we finally get to see Team 3D in their specialty match. AMW, though, even said it. You guys invented it. We're going to perfect it. We've seen AMW rise up to many challenges. This is going to be a tough one for them, as they've got to take Team 3D on in a match that not only have they made famous, it's a match that they live for. It's a match that they can hardly wait to get out and do tonight, and that's a tables match.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your patience as the barbed wire ropes are taken down here at the Impact Zone for Turning Point, now replaced by the regular ring ropes. We are just seconds away from returning to live action. Don, have you ever seen the mainstream media attention that TNA has received over the course of the past week and a half, all concerning the Basebrawl match? That's yet to come tonight as well. The Chicago White Sox star catcher, AJ Pierzynski, in the corner of former wrestler Dale Torborg. He was the Demon in WCW, now a coach for the White Sox, plus Chris Sabin and Sonjay Dutt against the Diamonds in the rough. Boy, Simon Diamond, talk about disrespect. He disrespected Major League Baseball, the White Sox, and AJ Pierzynski in particular.
Well, we've got a lot of baseball players here. Johnny Damon amongst them, Brian Anderson, a few others, even some entertainment stars as we get ready for some X Division action.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. About to make their way to the ring, the team of Elix, Shelley, and Roderick Strong.
X Division in the spotlight. Tag team matchup. Roderick Strong first down the ramp. Elix Shelley with his Shelley cam, positioning the tripod, setting it up. We've seen this now over the course of the past several weeks. Elix Shelley, quite the wrestling student. Studies countless hours of videotape, and now positioning the camera at ringside. He wants to make sure that he gets his own camera shots of his matches, and we've also seen him out at ringside for other X Division bouts as well.
Well, you can see that we've always talked about how Elix Shelley is such a student of the game. That's his way of watching these tapes back, I assume. But now we get to see the entrance of the two they're going to be facing, and that is, of course,
the following contest is scheduled for one fall. About to make his way to the ring, from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Austin Aries.
Austin Aries first headed to the ring for his team. And let's go back to JB for the introduction of Austin Aries' tag team partner.
And introducing, accompanied to the ring by Traci, from San Antonio, Texas, Matt Bentley.
Oh yeah, they're doing the Bentley bounce in the impact zone. In my opinion, out of the 4 men in this tag team match, Matt Bentley would have to be the most accomplished of the 4 in TNA, being the one who is the former X Division champion. Plus he's got Traci with him, and that's always a distraction.
oh, it's a good distraction. As you can see the Bentley bounce being done right there in the pit. But he may be the most experienced, and yes, he is the former X Division champion, but think about how far Elix Shelley and Roderick Strong and Austin Aries have come. These are 3 great young stars on the rise that get a chance to showcase their talents here in the X Division on TNA.
The close-up look at Max Bentley, the cousin of Shawn Michaels, who actually trained him for professional wrestling. Elix Shelley and Roderick Strong, they don't seem to be too impressed.
Tell you what, it's a tough act to follow, but if anybody can do it, it's going to be the athleticism of these 4. And I mean, this crowd is just hot tonight, man.
Oh, would you say electric?
Electric.
Wow, that's exactly what it is. That incredibly violent spectacle, the Barbed Wire Massacre that kicks off Turning Point. Now the ring ropes are back up, and it's time to put the X Division in the spotlight here on pay-per-view. Elix Shelley to start it off with Austin Aries. Remember, Austin Aries is a left-hander. He's a southpaw. He comes at you with an unconventional offense. Left side forearms, fists, and kicks. They'll keep him off balance. They'll keep you really so unprepared for this because he comes from unfamiliar angles and unfamiliar directions.
I'll tell you another person, too, that I love to watch is the man out there in Austin Aries also with the speed that he has. Just the quickness.
Just like that.
Just like that. Elix Shelley's somebody that is such a unique style, but it's just so great to see these guys in the ring sparring.
We've seen this as well from Aries in the past. Look for him to try and work over the upper body, usually the neck of his opponent. Going to try and set him up for one of his famous finishing moves like the brainbuster. Aries quickly springs off the ropes, maintains the side headlock. Shelley, however, with the side head scissors, the headstand, and then the drop kick from Aries. Boy, that baby was right on the button.
What's it?
What's he doing here? He's biting the finger, he's biting his thumb.
Any way that Elix Shelley can get an advantage, he'll use as he takes it right there and he gets over and gets the tag into the Messiah of the backbreaker, Roderick Strong. But look at Austin Aries, I love how he does that.
Deep arm drag takeovers, flipping Strong over you right. Roderick Strong, the Messiah of the backbreaker, nicknamed because of all the different ways that he can hit that move. Pendulum by Aries. The follow cover, Roderick Strong powers out. I mean, we've seen Roderick Strong use probably 15 to 20 different variations of the back break.
And he'll hit him from any direction, anywhere. You never see it coming. Good double team right here, though, by Bentley and Aries, as they take him back into suplex.
And they both tip up to their feet, and both drop down. Big punches to Strong. Bentley goes for the cover. Roderick Strong powers out. Alex Shelley going to try and come in and make the save, but the team didn't need that. And then Strong comes up with his jawbreaker and stops Bentley in his tracks.
Oh, nice kick right there by Shelley. You can see Bentley now in the wrong corner, on the wrong side, and Shelley just keeps throwing the boot to him.
Tag is in. Quick tags here by this team of Shelley and Strong. Obviously, Alex Shelley has been putting that videotape study to good use. He's scouted Austin Aries and Matt Bentley. And he and Roderick Strong have come up with a game plan and a strategy. We're going to try and use these quick tags, always keeping the fresh man in the six-sided ring.
I mean, this is the kind of match where an advantage is, I mean, the momentum is just so important to get because it can be turned around in a second with as athletic and quick as these guys are. Oh, you can see what I'm talking about right there. Matt Bentley saw it quick, and then he cracks him on the back of the head with a kick.
Caught him with the kick. Now he's going to roll Strong over, hooks the far leg, goes for the pin attempt. Roderick Strong powers out at 2. All 4 of these individuals, Don, are in their mid-20s. You talk about the future of wrestling. This is the present aspect of wrestling here in TNA. Great push through slash attempt by Austin Aries from the ring apron in on Strong, but no, Roderick Strong powers out before the 3 count.
Oh, you can nice move right there by Strong as he holds him over and then pulls the rope down, but Aries doesn't fall for it, doesn't go to the floor, catches Shelley, but then Shelley catches him back and just kind of clotheslines him right back into the ring.
That's exactly what he did. Drilled him with the lariat. Momentum sends Aries back in. We talk about different styles of backbreakers. I hadn't seen that one yet.
Oh, no kidding. He was holding on to the ropes. He just used that to his advantage and pulled him right in, and Shelley just kind of disrespects him and walks over the top of him.
You're right, tag now into Alex Shelley with his Shelley cam positioned right in front of us here at the broadcast table. Shelley, the legal man, with a double leg takedown on Austin Aries. Watch him spring off the rope. Moonsault back, hooks the leg, goes for the cover, and Aries able to avoid the 3 count. Matt Bentley in,
But the
referee
referee
Andrew
didn't
Thomas.
see it. No, referee
didn't see the tag. And preventing Bentley from coming in, that allows for Shelley and Strong to double team on Aries, and it's exactly what they do.
And man, they caught it perfectly on him, and Aries right now is, there it comes, 2. Oh, he's able to get out of it. I tell you what, I thought they had him right there. Good double teamwork by Strong and Shelley.
The offense that we've seen from Shelley and the man in the ring right now, Roderick Strong, the series of moves on Austin Aries has really weakened this kid. He's got to get over to Matt Bentley, and he's got to get the tag into Bentley, but Alex Shelley comes springing over both men, takes Bentley out to the floor, no tag.
Matt Bentley trying to get in there again. Referee Andrew Thomas doesn't allow him in, and Austin Aries is just on the wrong side of the ring, and he knows it. He knows he's got to get Bentley in here in some way. Fighting back though, Mike, with everything he's got.
Aries with those big lefts. Takes down Roderick Strong. Now attention turned to Alex Shelley. Strong from behind, however. And boy, Austin Aries has been in here, Don, for what would you say about the last 5 minutes of this match?
At least. And look at this. Another great double team move. Strong held him up and Shelley kicked him down. Oh, man, did he hit hard.
Missile drop kick. Pin attempt. Gonna roll him over. Here's 2.
That's it.
Oh, that's not it. That's only 2.
Man, I didn't think he was going to get out of that one at all. That's just pure adrenaline right there. I'm going to show you a replay of this.
Look at that.
What a shot.
Great leg extension by Shelley. Plus the spring off the top rope at the same time. Double pronged attack. Roderick Strong to hold Aries up, and now they're going to double team on Aries again.
And he has got to get Matt Bentley in here. He can't. Oh, nice move, though. He just got all kinds of fire. Now he's got the tag.
And here is the fresh man, Matt Bentley in, right hands for both Strong and Shelley. Now Roderick Strong shot off into the ropes, up into the lights with a back body drop. Wow, crash landing that time.
I'll tell you what, these guys right now, the speed has just gotten faster and faster as they go. And Matt Bentley, who got a little bit of a break there while all the action was going on, he was getting frustrated. Now up at the top rope. Here he comes. Yeah!
Drops the elbow. Here's the pin. Here's two. No! Wow, you know, we talked about the sensational finishing moves of Roderick Strong with the backbreaker. I was just going to mention this super kick, this head-on collision. He was setting up for it. Instead, elbow. Oh, man, what a kick to the back of the head.
And you can hear that all over the building as Shelley able to take the opening. And here Shelley comes around, but Bentley able to set him back up on top.
Shelley went for the DDT. It was blocked, however, by Bentley. Back up to the middle rope. Shoved off by Shelley.
Oh, no.
Right up in. Oh, man! Got both knees right up into the midsection. Gonna drag him back here first.
Oh, what a shot right there by Shelley. 1, 2, just in time, Austin Aries, and I mean just in time.
Top rope senton backsplash by Shelley, only a 2 count. Now Aries able to hook the top rope and elevate Strong to the apron. Miscommunication there between the partners.
Right in front of the camera too when he looks at that. Wait a minute. Whoa, there it is. The head-on collision super kick.
Caught him with the kick. Here's the pin. Here's 2.
Got it.
The winners of the match, the team of Matt Bentley and Austin Aries.
Celebration time in the impact zone. As we take another look. Got both of those knees right into the midsection of Bentley. Here's Shelley from the top.
Look at that shot right there on Bentley. It's amazing. Bentley was able to recover from that and get the win with the super kick. But that's the kind of competitiveness these guys have.
Wait a minute, what's going on? They tell me that Monty Brown has taken over the backstage area. Let's send it to the back. The Alpha Male and Shane Douglas, what's going on back there?
Christian Cage, you come in here, running your mouth with your hands on your hips, talk about what you're gonna do and what you're not gonna do. I thought there was a dress code up north, but obviously, Shane, Christian Cage didn't get the memo. And you're still wearing those boots.
Monty, let me just interrupt you here. You're less than an hour away from your big match with Christian Cage tonight here at Turning Point. Rumor in the back is he's trying to leapfrog the Alpha Male.
Leapfrog the Alpha Male, Christian Cage? You won't leapfrog anything. Leapfrogging the Alpha Male will not happen. You want to take the Alpha Male spot? You couldn't take the Alpha Male spot if I gave it to you. Somebody else might give it to you, but taking it from me won't happen. Because if you try, that would mean that you think you're the Alpha Male. And obviously, you don't look like the Alpha Male. You don't speak like the Alpha Male. You don't dress like the Alpha Male, G'd up from the feet up. You do not speak as eloquently, as magniloquently as the Alpha Male. You are not the rhetorician that the Alpha Male is. Pause for a second so you can go get your dictionaries and hit your TiVo. Christian Cage, you will not deal with the Alpha Male tonight. You will get dominated tonight, and you're gonna feel something. And exactly what you will feel tonight, Christian Cage, is the power. Period.
What do you want? You just don't get it, do you, Monty? You don't get it. What is this, Nickelodeon? You up here dressed like Mr. Snuffleupagus? Monty Brown, you can stand out here and talk about beating Christian Cage till the cows come home. You can beat him in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. TNA management could care less. He is the golden child. Christian is the flavor of the month. They're going to handpick their opponents to challenge for this title. If it was up to me, you'd have got a shot a long time ago. But it's not up to me, Monty. You just don't get it, do you? If you're not going to take my advice, I just got one question to ask you. Do you know anything about the statement that TNA management's put out that in 2006, the face of TNA will change forever?
Let me smarten you up, Jeff. In 2006, the face of TNA is the Alpha Male's face, and I'm changing things now.
You don't get it. I'm gonna go talk to somebody who does get it.
About to make his way to the ring from the Bowery, this is Raven. He
finally realized his destiny. He became NWA World Heavyweight Champion in June at Slammiversary, and then he was screwed out of the NWA title by Jeff Jarrett and AMW. You'll recall the controversy in Canada back in September. But since attacking and beating Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko, Zbyszko has made Raven's life a living hell. And Larry Zbyszko's in the ring.
This is never going to end. It's going to go on and on and on until you sign your release. Shut up, I'm talking here. Until you sign your release, this is going on. Now you take your money and you go live happily ever after, or forever hold your peace, man.
Zbyszko, you are a harebrained halfwit. You are a paranoid, delusional nincompoop. You're a washed-up has-been. You're a game show answer to a question that nobody's ever asked. You know, at least David Hasselhoff has Germany. Listening to you is like it's like the ultimate drive-by that never ends. So, the way I see it is this. You know what? Let me see that, Larry. Let me see that. You're saying if I sign this, I get all my money and that's it, and I get to sit at home and not have to wrestle? That's it. All right, I'll give you my answer, Larry.
Have a good one.
Well, who's his hand-picked opponent going to be?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. This is Chris K.
Well, Larry Zbyszko has once again gone into the past of Raven, bringing Chris K, a man formerly known as Canyon, to the ring for his matchup against Raven. Look at this, Chris K with a double leg takedown on Raven, and check out the offense.
I'll tell you what, Larry Zbyszko went out and got somebody who likes to brawl, just like Raven likes to brawl. Somebody who's hungry, somebody who wants to be back in this business here on TNA, and you can see Chris K right there, happy to be back in the ring, and he knows what his mission is, what his goal is, and that's to take it to Raven and make him never want to get back in the ring again.
Well, he's got a lengthy history with Raven. It dates back several years to the days in WCW. I know Larry Zbyszko was around in WCW back in those days. I think he's heard the stories as well that Raven would verbally berate Canyon to the point where he just snapped. Wow, Larry Zbyszko's done his homework, and he brings Chris K to face Raven, another hand-picked opponent. Oh, for Raven, and he just dropped the leg right across the back of Raven's head.
Just like when he brought up AJ Blanco, you're talking about people that have a history, talking about people that have had a grudge against Raven for so long. Now, I know that's a wrong list. I know that's a list that would go outside of this building all the way through Universal Studios. But that's what Zbyszko's going to do. Everybody that has been waiting for a shot at Raven, he's going to keep ringing them out and ringing them out until Raven finally succumbs. Oh!
Whoa, man.
Chris K misses and catches Raven.
And, oh, man. Raven drives him back first right into that steel safety rail. Don't think back, Larry Zbyszko. He went so far in his effort to force Raven into quitting that he stacked the deck for a recent 3-on-1 match. Remember back to Impact, the Diamonds in the Rough, 3-on-1 against Raven. Zbyszko pulling out all the stops, and again going to Raven's past to pick Chris K, formerly known as Canyon, as his opponent.
I'll tell you right there, though, great kick by Raven as he saw an opportunity and he sent Chris K right back into the rail again, and this is what Raven wants. Oh, nice shoulder shot right there by Chris K as he's trying to get himself back in the ring, and he takes Raven right on the top of the rope.
Well, you're right. Caught him first with the shoulder block and then drives him down, throat and chest first right across that top steel cable. Think of everything that Larry Zbyszko has done to get Raven out of his life. But if you think about it, Raven has faced every challenge that Zbyszko has put in front of him. And quite honestly, Raven's going to do anything to get his rematch. He wants another shot at the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship that he won back in June.
Nice shot right there by Chris as he just levels him with the leg over the mat. You know what, though? Oh, almost a pin. I feel for Raven. I mean, here's a guy who was heavyweight champion, and it seems from that point on, Larry Zbyszko has targeted targeted him and has been relentless. Now, I know there's some bad blood there, but I mean, at some point you got to think enough's enough. And there goes Ken. Oh, wow, that would hurt. And it did. It just hurt the wrong guy it wouldn't have intended to.
Went for the top rope moonsault. No, he did not connect. But Raven going to try and take advantage of this situation. Hooking on the ankle lock submission hold. Cranking, twisting on the ankle. Referee Slick Johnson checks to see if he's going to tap. Is he going to submit?
You can see right there Chris Cage just fighting to his 1 foot.
That's the key.
Get
back up
got
to the base.
hair.
That's one way to break the ankle lock. Got back up to the vertical base, latched onto the hair of Raven, and drove him back down to the mat to break the ankle lock submission hold. You've got to weaken Chris K at this point.
Yes, you do, and Raven, I can exploit that so easily. He knows that. Comes in with the left jab. Chris K trying to get Raven to stop. No, that's not going to happen. When he smells blood, he's like a shark, and there he goes.
Raven off the rope. Drops him in his tracks with the clothesline. Measuring him for his DDT move that he calls the Raven effect, but instead charges at him with the impact of a knee lift that takes Chris K, wow, over the top and down to the floor. What a shot by Raven.
I'll tell you what, Raven put all the force behind that knee you could put behind something, and you can see Chris K looking for an exit out. Raven just keeps following, and here he's got a
followed him up the ramp, and then hip tossed him, bealed him in essence down the ramp. Look at the mouth of Raven. The blood flowing freely from his mouth, and it might be from his nose as well.
And that might be what got him charged up too. I mean, maybe he felt that, he just thrives on it. But right now, Raven knows he's got the momentum right here as Chris K is on the mat, trying to get to his feet. Raven now got him by the hair.
Well, you're right. Raven is one of those individuals, like a Sabu, who oftentimes when they see their own blood, the way that they react is really to turn up the offense, and that may be exactly what we're witnessing here. Steel chair positioned into place now by Raven.
Raven just seems to me like, as you can see, and he goes, oh, but he doesn't fall for it. Oh, he gets the chair up, and Raven feels it as the blow he throws for Chris K's head goes right into the chair.
Raven went for that drop toe hold. You're right, he'd seen that before. And Raven instead with the punch that goes right into the chair. Gonna try and fight off this.
Oh! Right onto the chair. What a power bomb right there.
What a reversal, what a counter by Raven. Ending with the power bomb. He just dropped him back first right on the steel chair, challenging him to get to his feet.
Oh, I think he wants to hurt him. He wants to do whatever he can by beating him. It humiliates Larry
There it is,
Zbyszko.
the signature move, the Raven effect DDT. Spiked him, dropped him on his head, and there's the ensuing 3 count.
I'll tell you what. Raven just takes them one at a time. He's not letting this
That's
thing
it.
that Zbyszko
goes back in the ring.
I'm absolutely sick of this. I'm sick of you, and I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this wasting time and going on. Now you sign this like a man, and you get out of here like a man. Walk out like a man for once in your life. Huh? I don't care what you want. I don't care what you think you're gonna get. Just go. Sign the dotted line and get out of here.
No!
Ow! He just slapped Larry Zbyszko, and look at Zbyszko fight back!
I'll tell you what, it's just been bullying between these two, and you know Zbyszko's not gonna back.
Cassidy Riley, Raven's #1 fan in the ring now at this time as well, as security holds back Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko. Raven loves this. He's gotten under the skin of Larry Zbyszko. Oh, it's breaking down in the ring, but we need to send it to the back. Shane Douglas with Team Canada.
Ooh, one word that always comes to my mind when I think of Team Canada is cohesiveness. But as you prepare for 4 Live Crew tonight, there's one person missing, and notable in his absence, no Bobby Roode.
You know, franchise, don't worry your pretty little frosted tips off about where Bobby Roode is.
Scott, he's right. I haven't seen him all day. He's a really important part of this team, too. And there's 4 of them and 3 of us. That means we're 1 down. I'm getting a bad feeling about this, guys. I'm getting a real bad feeling.
Showtime. I mean, settle. You're doing it again, man. I know exactly what you need.
Stop hitting me. I'm tired of it, Petey.
Hey, Petey, back off. He's a teammate of yours. You got no right to raise a hand to him.
Yeah, Coach.
Oh! I'm sick and tired of this Showtime. Get yourself in line. We got 4 Live Crew out there, and they're just waiting for this 8-man tag. You know what? All this talk about family, you know what families bring? Families bring emotion, and that's why we'll succeed. We're not a family. We're something better. We're a team, and that means we're all about business.
I like it, Scott. I like the attitude. All about business. I just got done talking to a moron, an idiot in Monty Brown. He doesn't get it. Bobby Roode gets it. Everybody in this room gets it. Scott, I got to ask you something. What is going on? I can't put my finger on it. Do you know anything? Do any of you guys know anything about TNA management says change the face of TNA forever in 2006? Turning point tonight? What's going on?
Champ, I've got calls out all over, and I don't know what's going on, but by the end of the night, I promise you one thing. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Scott, I can feel it. I can just feel it. TNA management would love, oh gosh, they just cannot wait to get this belt off of me. Rhino, the flavor of the month, the hand-picked opponent. I can feel the ultimate screw job, the biggest one in professional wrestling's history tonight. I can feel it.
Jeff, like I said before, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Coming from Canada, I know a thing or two about politics. And Team Canada, we got your back.
Good.
Hey, guys, and you better have each other's back, because we got that 8-man tag. Let's get to the ring, and let's get the job done now.
Let's do it, boys.
It has been a full-court press from the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Jeff Jarrett wants to find out what exactly will change the face of TNA forever.
The following contest is an 8-man tag team matchup, accompanied to the ring by Coach Scott D'Amore, proudly representing their home country. This is Team Canada.
Well, you saw him. You saw Showtime Eric Young losing it a little bit. It took a slap right there by Coach D'Amore to get him back in line. As you saw, Young still holding his jaw. Live crew. They've got to work as a team tonight because we know that the 4 Live Crew is cohesive. We know that they're together and they're ready for this match and have been thinking about it for a long time.
They are the team of BG James, The Truth, Kip James, and Konnan. They are the 4 Live Crew.
With the blessing of Bullet Bob Armstrong, the longtime wrestler, and yes, the father of BG James. 4 Live Crew's become a family. Let's hear from the Truth.
BG, and we do the damn thing because we can. I am the Sundance Superman. I be stepping like the big black incredible Hulk. Hold on, you know what to say. Study long, study wrong. At TNA, we be standing strong. We be cooking like neck bone, smoking like chicken chong, taking on competition in your opposition. The 4 Live Crew hit switching. Then we knocking the doors down. Formerly NWA Tag Champions now. Beware. Let me get an amen.
Yo, aye. Where our dogs at? Where they at?
There's Konnan.
Yo, let me speak on this. Orale! Arriba la raza!
Yeah. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, total non-stop action proudly brings to you its soon-to-be Tag Team Champions of the World! Not 1, not 2, not 3, but my family, the 4 Live Crew! Lord of mercy!
The months of problems, the months of misunderstandings have finally been settled. The heat between Konnan and Kip James, that's been addressed, that's been settled. BG James renamed them the 4 Live Crew, and they are back on the same page.
And you know what, when you realize that by adding Kip James, you have added another dimension to that team. You've added the power and the strength that a Kip James brings. I mean, it's kind of like Team Canada, all 4 parts work as one, and now the 4 Live Crew can get you so many different ways.
You've added that power, you've added that strength, plus the familiarity of Kip James and BG James. I mean, think back, one of the most decorated tag teams ever in professional wrestling, the former New Age Outlaws. So, I mean, they have that bond, and that's part of the family that the 4 Live Crew have become.
Another thing I like about the 4 Live Crew is they're letting Kip James start this match off. That's another show of support. Saying, you know what, not only are you a part of the crew, you're going to lead us off. And Bobby Roode, the right man, I believe, to come out there and start things off with Team Canada because you want to start off strong. And that's what Bobby Roode brings to Team Canada.
It is Bobby Roode to start things off for Team Canada against Kip James. James maintaining the grip with the side headlock. Bobby Roode going to try and fire him off and does into the ropes. The shoulder block from Kip James, just what you mentioned earlier. The power and the strength, and he took down big Bobby Roode with ease.
Hey, what the, how about Bobby Roode leapfrogging Kip James, the size of Kip James, and Kip James able to take it to him right there. But look at this, Bobby Roode right into the ropes. Oh, but James holds on.
Great float over by Roode, but you're right, Kip James hooked that top steel cable, and then as Bobby Roode telegraphs the back body drop, Kip James catches him with a kick and then suplexes him over.
I'll tell you what, too, it just when you're that tall, the suplex you're hitting from so much higher up than you would normal now.
Wow!
Petey Williams, you talk about being up there where the air's thinner. Man, he was, and he felt it.
Press slammed high overhead by the 6'5" Kip James and then crashed Petey Williams down to the mat. Konnan's got the trademark shoe, and he just drilled him.
I'll tell you what, you talk about being, and you could feel it earlier, that the crew were ready for this, that the crew had finally got it together, and man, he splits the uprights, and Petey Williams is getting it from all angles.
Top rope leg drop by Ron the Truth Killings to Petey Williams, the Team Canada captain, and now the tag is in to EY, Eric Young.
I'm going to tell you what, it doesn't matter which one that Team Canada sends out there, the crew just send them reeling. Look at this, you can see the athleticism, the agility of Ron the Truth, the former two-time world champion, and another shot to the face for Showtime Eric Young.
The Truth tags in BG James. And now watch the double team. 2 members of the 4 Live Crew. Drop Eric Young to the mat. And Truth and BG. Oh! Wind him up and drop him right in his tracks.
They timed it perfectly. And there we go. Not quite. Just as Eric Young rises to meet him, they got the 2 blows hitting him at the same time.
Boy, it's unbelievable the way that the King of the Mountain, the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Jeff Jarrett, he's right in everybody's face backstage. He wants to find out exactly what TNA management has in store with their promise that tonight at Turning Point, we will find out what it is that's going to change the face of TNA in 2006 forever.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to a nice boot right there by BG. But another thing about the champion Jeff Jarrett is his paranoia. That's something that he's always suffered from, and he better be careful and not be worried about that, as he ought to be worrying about his opponent Rhino later on tonight, as there's almost a pin on Eric Young.
Well, you can call it paranoia, but at the same time, if you think about it, Jeff Jarrett has been prophetic. He's talked about people coming in and taking jobs. What about Christian Cage?
Well, TNA is so exciting, it's so fresh, everybody wants to come and be a part of it.
You're right about that.
He's just going to have to get used to that and concentrate on keeping the belts now. Team Canada gets things going their way as they're beating BG James down right here outside of the ring.
Now, what a crew this is that Scott D'Amore, the head coach of Team Canada, has assembled. Completely outnumbering BG James. They put the boots to him out on the arena floor at the impact zone, and now they roll him into Eric Young. Think of this, all 4 of the Team Canada members, Don, they're in their 20s. And the youngest of the bunch is the captain, Petey Williams, who's only 23. Talk about a bright future. Scott D'Amore has got all the pieces of the puzzle in place with Team Canada.
Oh, look at here. We see more power from Team Canada's A1, showing his merit for this team, showing what he can bring to the table as he takes it to BG. And BG, who's already been beat down outside the ring, has got to get over and get a tag to one of the members of the crew, and because it's not 2-on-1, it's not 3-on-1, it's 4-on-1 over there in that corner.
Well, you're right. That's the way it goes down in this 8-man tag team matchup. And what you are seeing unfold is obviously the game plan of head coach Scott D'Amore, cutting off the ring, going back to the tag team basics. That's what the Canadians have done. And they've got BG James in trouble. Hooked in the corner, and now Petey Williams going to serenade the crowd here at Turning Point with the Canadian National Anthem.
Well, BG James right now, it just he doesn't even know where he's at. But I'll tell you one thing, he's on the wrong side of the ring. He's going to have to dig down somehow and find a way to make a tag. Well, the rest of the crew aren't even going to get in there, and that's how you do it. Double clothesline.
Both arms of B.G. James extended. Two members of Team Canada go down after the double lariat. You talked about it earlier. Never more true than right now. BG's got to get to his side of the ring, tag in, Kip James, the Truth, or Konnan. Kip James, you can see extending his arm in, and there's the tag.
And he's fresh, he's been frustrated, they've all been frustrated waiting to get in. And look at that, just one right after another. Cleaning house is Kip James.
Yeah, the bodies hit the floor, at least the bodies hit the mat after those big right hands by Kip James. Suplex on Young, pin attempt, no, Canadians break it up.
Well, I'll tell you what, all of them broke it up, and that just tells Four Live Crew, it's hard to even say.
Yeah, after all the years of Free Live Crew, you're right.
Get in there in the ring, and it's just all hell's broken loose.
Keep your eye on D'Amore up on the ramp. He's got a steel chair. Look out right here at the table. Oh, man. A1, courtesy of B.G. James, goes right into the broadcast position. Action back in the ring. Kip James doubles over Bobby Roode. Caught him with that big leg to the back. The chair finally comes into play of D'Amore. Konnan has got the steel chair. He tells Kip James, get Bobby Roode up for a chair.
Whoa!
What the hell?
Just smashed Kip James in the head!
What the hell just happened?
What just went on? What just happened here? He's telling Bobby Roode to pin him.
My God! Konnan just laid out Kip James with a chair shot, and the Canadians get the win.
I don't even think B.G. James knows what happened.
Openers of the match, Team Canada.
What have we just seen here? We just talked about how they were the Four Live Crew, how they were rededicated, how they were back on the same page, how they were the same family, and Konnan just busted the family apart. Truth now trying to separate BG and Konnan.
Oh, Konnan, it was all an act with him. It was an act the whole time. He couldn't stand what Kip James brought to this team. And what in the world? Oh, man, it's B.G. James and Rhino.
Oh, God!
B.G.
He just leveled B.G. James with a chair shot. Konnan is snapped.
The Truth, look at the look on the Truth's face.
Boy, Don, I think you really hit it right on the head. I think Konnan, he told him he was buying in, but he didn't buy in at all to Four Live Crew or the family. And now, what's going to happen with the Truth?
He's saying, are you going to hit me? Konnan trying to hug him. Ron the Truth Gillick looks so confused.
He's in shock as well. Let's send it to Shane Douglas in the back with the diamonds in the rough. What have we just seen here?
I don't know.
The diamonds in the rough have often been overheard bitching that they're overlooked here in TNA. Well, as a result of your actions this past week with Chicago White Sox great AJ Pierzynski, I don't need to tell you that not only the eyes of TNA, but the eyes of the entire sporting world are glaring right down on your heads.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is wrestling, not baseball. This is our house. We built this house. As far as we're concerned, Sonjay, Dutt, Chris Sabin, you both have been traded.
256? 256? That's a joke. I can hit 256 with a broken arm, Simon.
I know you can, David. TNA has issued more media credentials for this event than any in its illustrious history. And for two reasons. Number one, I know for a fact that the Chicago White Sox players' wives love the diamonds in the rough. And number two, AJ Pierzynski, you're not going to come into TNA and get some publicity off of the diamonds in the rough because your star has faded since you lucked out into a world championship. You're as dumb as the tools of ignorance that you wear. As far as I see, AJ, it's as simple as this. It's 1, 2, 3 strikes, and you're out. And Bobby Heenan, if you think you're going to step into our business tonight, you're going to get 2 fastballs right between the eyes. Let's go.
Here's a fashion question for you. What goes with a World Series ring? Well, a professional wrestling championship belt, of course.
World Series champ to wrestling chump in the brown Chicago White Sox catcher AJ Pierzynski making an appearance on TNA Wrestling.
I've been a wrestling fan my whole life, and growing up and watching wrestling and seeing what TNA has done this year, it's been even a more incredible year for them. And we're here to present them as White Sox members, world champions, with some presents that we brought, especially for the X Division stars.
I cannot believe that we're taking the time out on a wrestling show to present baseball players with awards. I'm offended that we're taking the time out to celebrate a team that took 88 years to become winners. I want you to take your 256 batting average and the guy who couldn't succeed in my sport and had to go to yours.
Oh, now that's just really disrespectful.
To the south side.
Oh!
I see how it's going to be. See, you're hitting 256, so you got to bring your designated hitter to do your job. Well, buddy, I don't hit 256. I hit home run.
Oh! He just slapped Torborg right in the face, and he tackles him, and into one. There's a brawl going on, and you can see Torborg went right at Diamond. Security getting in. And look at it, AJ Pierzynski trying to get a piece of somebody. Come on, and see, he's going after David Young. He's pulling him. Come on.
This Sunday on Turning Point, there's going to be some major tricks going on.
All right, AJ, you're going to be managing Dale and two others in this match. And I want to know, who will your managing style most resemble? Will it be A, Bobby the Brain Heenan, B, Jimmy the Mouth of the South Heart, C, Captain Lou Albano, or D, Ozzie Guillen?
Bobby the Brain is, he's been teaching me now for 2 weeks.
So what is this?
It's a bat.
No. That is a foreign object.
That's true. Come on, Jay, I was in the middle of every controversial thing this postseason. You think there's any way that I'm not going to be in the middle of it? Come on.
And we are back in the Impact Zone. It's time for the Basebrawl match. Don West, you look around the Impact Zone, you see VIPs from the world of sports and entertainment. That's Johnny Damon, the free agent outfielder from the Red Sox. Is that Chris Widger next to him?
And you see down there, we got even a little bit farther down, there's Brian Anderson, who's going to be the, as we go ahead and pan on down, guys, you can see Brian Anderson right there, who's the center fielder. And then we've also got the entertainment of Alta Bridge, Mark Tremonti, and the group.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please allow me to introduce back to the announce booth once again, the legendary Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Oh yeah, they're on their feet for the return of a legend, for the return of a Hall of Famer. Here comes Bobby the Brain Heenan, and they're standing as one here in the Impact Zone and Turning Point for the Brain. Bobby Heenan going to say hello to some of the celebrities in attendance here. There's Jeff Torborg, of course the father of Dale Torborg, former manager of the Marlins, the Mets, and the Sox. They're the handshake for Johnny Damon. What a special moment this is for everyone. Brain, get on, no, not that way, around here.
Pleasure.
My friend, this is a moment, this is a reunion that I've been waiting for about 4 years, and it's great to have you back. Put on that headset, you're back where you belong. $5. Put on the headset.
Hello, testing, Mayday.
Lay out for a second for JB.
Brawl. About to make their way to the ring. They are Simon Diamond, Elix Skipper, and David Young. The Diamonds in the rough.
Yes, here is the team that got under the skin of the 2005 World Series champions. You saw it this past Thursday, our Spike TV Primetime Impact special, when Simon Diamond, the loudmouth leader of the Diamonds in the Rough, he sure spoiled the party, didn't he, Brain?
But I tell you, something about this Simon guy, right? He's a take charge guy, but he's doing it at the wrong time in front of the wrong people. But he'll learn. They all learn one way or the other.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Bombay, Sonjay Dutt.
X-Division star, the original player from the Himalayas, Sonjay Dutt, and he's wearing the uniform of the White White Sox. Sonjay hits the ring, and look at the Diamonds in the Rough bail out. Simon Diamond, check this out. He's got the catcher's gear on.
Well, that's known as the tools of ignorance, isn't it? Who better than to wear it?
His tag team partner from Detroit, Michigan, Chris Sabin.
Here comes a former X-Division champ, direct to TNA from Hale, Michigan. Here comes Chris Sabin, and Sabin as well, wearing the uniform of the 05 World Champ.
Well, you know, it's 88 years. I'm a Chicago guy. You know, and
you're right.
And introducing, accompanied to the ring by AJ Pierzynski, this is Dale Torborg.
And Dale Torborg is no stranger to the ring. He competed for over 5 years in WCW. You might remember him as the Demon, the wrestler who represented the legendary rock group Kiss. Torborg, now a strength and conditioning coach for the Chicago White Sox. High fives for all the VIPs, and of course, the star catcher of the Sox, AJ Pierzynski. He's the manager, and I know, Brain, that you've been spending some time with AJ Pierzynski, giving him some pointers.
well, I told him to lie. I told him to cheat.
What?
Be dishonest. Make everybody hate you. And then I realized, why not teach him that? I told Eddie Einhorn that, and he's an owner now.
The owner of the White Sox.
Oh, yeah.
You taught him that?
Oh, yes.
I mean, I thought maybe you'd teach him how to trip, distract, and pass knucks.
No, I taught that to Steinbrenner.
Bobby Heenan, you're remembered for your years of being associated with Beverly Hills, but you grew up in Chicago, and I know you attended so many Cubs and Sox games through the years. You just have to love to see the White Sox involved here in TNA and what this represents.
Well, you know, you're right, Mike, because tremendous wrestling town, Chicago, tremendous sports town. And let me tell you, you guys are doing a heck of a job here, you and West. And I'll tell you something, this is going to go, this is going to fly. There's more action here than I've seen in 10 years of wrestling, any place I've been lately. And I mean, I've done some independent shows, I've been all over the country with my book and other things, autograph sessions. The crew of wrestlers they have here right now, wow. I like the ring, the way it's constructed. I like everything about this. This is fun to watch.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Bobby Heenan with the stamp of approval. What a shot in the ring as Sabin dropped Elix Skipper on his head. He had the brains with us. Bobby, I know when you talk about Chicago, you were in so many memorable matches through the years in the Windy City, including several at the White Sox old home, Comiskey Park, as Skipper connects with the drop kick.
That's right. I remember one night there, it was me and the original Sheik from Detroit against Bobo Brazil and Dick the Loser. And it was something. Be from Chicago, be able to wrestle at Comiskey Park, be in the main event, and it was just a thrill.
Were there ever any more rabid fans, professional wrestling fans, than those fans in Chicago?
No, they were rabid, all right. I remember there was frothing.
That's not what I'm talking about when I say rabid.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. You never met the Wazowski sisters, have you?
You know, I'm not sure now if I've been waiting for this reunion, and it's really panning out like I thought, but Sabin connects with a drop kick. Wow, he caught Eric Young springing off the rope.
Boy, he just in a football game, man. Lou Sabin's a tough guy.
Not Lou Sabin, it's Chris Sabin.
Oh, close enough.
No relation. Check out Sonjay Dutt from the top.
Oh,
nice. Body block. Pin. No, not he didn't even get a 2 count before David Young powered out. Sonjay connects. Drop kick. Now springs off the middle rope. No, drops the leg. Perfectly placed. And Sonjay Dutt, Don West is really opening some eyes here in TNA.
Well, I was very curious to see how Sonjay Dutt, Chris Sabin, and Dale Torborg, who's now getting the ring,
here we go,
work out together, and they seem to be right on the same page.
How about this? Dale Torborg with his first in-ring activity in this 6-man tag, and he just cleared house with those right hands. The Diamonds in the Rough out to the floor. Check this out. He's got his own partner pressed above his head.
Oh!
Shot.
Back. Actually, that man's out of here.
That baby was gone. Sonjay Dutt crashing into all 3 members of the Diamonds in the Rough after being press slammed by the Demon, Dale Torborg.
AJ Pierzynski standing right there behind with the bat in hand. You know that's got to be something that Simon Diamond and David Young and Primetime Meaning Skipper are very aware of, as you see AJ Pierzynski right there chasing him back into the ring.
It's not a bat.
No, it's a foreign object.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to teach everybody.
We'll smarten West up sooner or later, won't we?
No. I doubt it.
Sonjay springs off the rope, caught from outside by the team leader of the Diamonds in the Rough, Simon Diamond, and that allows the match to turn in their complexion as David Young powers Dutt down.
So much for the flying dust.
Pin now, attempt here by Simon Diamond, the 15-year veteran, only able to get a 2 count before Sonjay powers out. Boy, we've got
Grinder, batter up.
AJ Pierzynski's parents are here. His high school coach from Dr. Phillips High right here in Orlando, Mike Barefoot, he's in attendance as well. Not even members of the Rock Group Alter Bridge.
I mean, you got Mark Tremonti here. Also, a lot of people may remember him from Creed, the guitar player from Creed, which sold 30 million CDs in their lifetime albums, as we used to say.
Hey, what is this? Coaching? American Bandstand? We're talking about what's going on in the ring.
The VIPs have turned out here at Turning Point. Swing and a miss with the clothesline by Skipper. Look at the revolution!
Oh, look at that!
Wow! How many times around is he going to go? Oh,
wasn't enough. He needed one more time around.
He's getting car sick.
And Skipper just drops Sonjay Dutt on his head.
Sonjay was 23.
Let's take another look at this.
Look how many times he just goes around and around and around, and Skipper found a way to counter that. He just waited till the caught him in midair, and you can see what he did after that.
What was that ever a bad landing? Bentley come back live. High angle spine buster. Pin. 2. No, Sabin in for the save.
Just in the nick of time, too.
Just barely avoiding the 3 count. Fortunately for Sonjay Dutt, he had backup. David Young charges in. Sonjay missed, moved out of the way, and then quickly snaps off that head scissors.
Great moves, great moves. I want everybody at home watching this. Go tell your neighbors, go tell your people at work, go tell your friends, tell people that you don't even know that this is what you should be watching. Spread TV, pay-per-views, NWA, TNA, there's nothing better, I don't think, right now. This is exciting.
High back body drop by the Demon Dale Torborg on the man that disrespected him and all the White Sox. Slam down. Pin. 1, 2. Other members of the Diamonds in to make the save.
I'll tell you what, though, for somebody that hadn't been in the ring in a while, the Demon's been awful impressive. Been a great inspiration, I think, he's been getting from Sabin and Sonjay Dutt, and I know he's happy to be back out there in the ring.
Sabin connects with the forearm shot on Skipper. Now the double team move. Oh, man! Power Skipper down to the mat. Courtesy of Sonjay Dutt and Sabin. Here comes David Young. Drop pull hold face first into the middle turnbuckle.
I don't think Flipper's going to get up.
David Young hung in the corner. Keep your eyes on Sabin and Sonjay.
Here they work together. I don't know how he does that.
Am I impressed? Am I ever impressed? These are the greatest young athletes I've seen in my whole career, I bet.
Now, again, Sabin and Dutt.
On side of the ring. What an incredible combination. Sabin and Sonjay Dutt have become, and now in the ring.
What a low blow. Simon Diamond with the low blow on Dale Torborg. AJ Pierzynski, the manager of the team, around ringside. What's he going to do? With Pierzynski, he took the shin protector away. And Simon Diamond leveled Torborg with the shin protector. No, here's the pin. 1, 2. Pierzynski.
He's making a mistake.
Pierzynski, where are you going, Brain?
He pulled him out of there.
Where's Bobby Heenan going?
Bobby's going up there and talking to the referee.
What are you talking about? He doesn't understand.
See him talking to there. Johnny David just headed Pierzynski. The whole plate, it looked like. That's what it is.
AJ Pierzynski. He just crashed home plate over the head of Simon Diamond. Sabin's got him up. Cradle shock.
Here he goes. Spins it around and nails it.
Sonjay to the top.
There he goes. Hindu press.
Hindu press. Here comes the gang pin. 1, 2, 3. The socks do it.
The winners of the match, Chris Sabin, Sonjay Dutt,
Look at the assist
Torborg.
by Johnny Damon, helping out AJ Pierzynski. The only time you'll ever see a Boston Red Sox, and you can
look at this.
They're signing home plate.
He's rushing home plate. Remember, Simon Diamond, take 3 lefts, and there's no place like home. No place like home, Dorothy.
Yeah, there's no place like home. Home plate, that is. There's the celebration. AJ Pierzynski, the star catcher for the White Sox, leads his team. Bobby Heenan.
Thank you, guys.
It's been an absolute pleasure. We love you, Brain.
Yeah, it's been a real call.
You're back home.
What an honor. What an honor.
What's this guy's name? Pest?
DW, check this celebration out. All the baseball players, all the VIPs standing as the White Sox, led by Pierzynski and Torborg, with Sabin and Dutt, score the victory. JB's got the mic.
Guys, congratulations. What a victory for Major League Baseball. What a victory for TNA. Dale, congratulations. Chris Sabin, Sonjay Dutt, something very special for the guys tonight.
Finally, without any interruptions, everybody here in the X Division and TNA Wrestling have a very special gift for the World Series Chicago White Sox. Isn't that right, Chris Sabin?
Chris? Something very special for you guys, the White Sox, the world champions of baseball, from the new world champions of professional wrestling, TNA.
Yeah.
We figure we got a little something that you guys can add to your championship rings. A couple of special TNA championship rings.
Wow. More bling bling.
Championship rings. Wait a minute. Look at it. What is Bobby Heenan doing?
He'd know if it was real or not.
Checking the authenticity of the jewelry. Check these rings out.
I'll tell you what a great combination they were, too. I mean, they worked so good as a team, and obviously AJ Pierzynski did learn something from Bobby the Brain as he recruited Johnny Damon. The only time you'll ever see a Boston Red Sox help a Chicago White Sox out, and it has to be in a wrestling ring, as Johnny Damon gives them the assist, and they get the victory.
Great moment here at Turning Point. Let's go to Shane Douglas with Christian Cage.
He's standing by with Christian Cage, who tonight faces his most daunting tape.
Whoa, hold on 1 second, Shane. Do you hear that noise? Do you hear it? I hear it. That's the sound of the Christian Coalition. That's the sound of all my peeps sitting out there in the peep zone chanting my name. You see, Shane, that's called anticipation. Anticipation that Captain Charisma is about to become the #1 contender for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Monty Brown, the time for talk is over. We're done giving each other fashion tips. And you can take your little Christian doll, you can take it home, dress it up however you want, you can sit it on your desk, you can stare at it, and you can ask it questions like, Christian, how can I become as cool as you? Well, Monty, you can't. You see, it's like this. I'm a guy that does things on my own terms. And tonight, on my own terms, I'm gonna take a walk out onto the Serengeti, and I'm coming back with the carcass of an alpha male. You see, Monty Brown, you, my friend, are about to get served. Why? It's very simple. Because that's how I roll.
Last month, he made his shocking debut in TNA at Genesis.
I didn't come here because I got fired. I want to see wrestling reinvented. This is something that I want to be a part of.
He came with one lofty ambition.
I'm coming for the winner of Jeff Jarrett and Rhino, and I'm coming for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
But one man took exception.
The only way you'll leapfrog over the alpha male is for me to lay down, and the alpha male lays down for no man.
It sounds to me, Monty, like you're a little afraid of losing your spot. You damn sure should be. Period.
Nobody's ever talked to me ever.
It's gonna be the Alpha Male versus Christian Cage one-on-one. Because that's how I roll.
I don't care how you roll. You roll onto the Serengeti. The only thing that's rolling out is your head.
The battle to determine the top contender for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
The only thing that you will acquire is the power. Period.
Let the battle begin.
Coming up next at Turning Point, the one-on-one matchup. It's the Alpha Male Monty Brown against Christian Cage in his TNA in-ring pay-per-view debut.
The following contest is a heavyweight contenders match. About to make his way to the ring from the Serengeti, he is the Alpha Male, Monty Brown.
Let's face it, this is a crossroads match for both of these men. Both the Alpha Male Monty Brown and Christian Cage, they have their sights set on the biggest prize in our sport, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. And you know that Larry Zbyszko and the Championship Committee, they will be monitoring the outcome of this match when they determine the rankings and when they determine the list of top contenders for the NWA champ.
The Alpha Male, as he gets warmed up, knowing by beating Christian Cage, who can deny him a shot? That's got to be going through his mind, just like you said. Who can deny him a shot?
And introducing his opponent, this is Christian Cage.
Yes, here comes Captain Charisma, Christian Cage. He was introduced as TNA's major acquisition, the biggest jump in company history. That went down last month in Genesis, and he immediately reinforced his position with the TNA faithful by being his own man. He refused to join forces. He refused to join his longtime friend Scott D'Amore of Team Canada, and in essence, he also turned his back on an association with the NWA champion Jeff Jarrett, because that's how Christian Cage rolls. You're damn right.
I'm gonna tell you something. He came in here to be his own man, and I asked him about that. And he said, Don, I was never allowed to be my own man. I am here. It's a rebirth. And he has one goal in mind and one goal only, and that's to wear the championship gold. And he knows he's gonna have to go through Monty Brown to get it. And who better to start off, if you're Christian Cage, than the Alpha Male Monty Brown?
Yeah, talk about TNA management and the matchmakers at TNA not giving Christian Cage a soft opponent in his first ever pay-per-view matchup. The Alpha Male Monty Brown has one of the best one-loss records, Don, in TNA over the course of the past couple years.
Off the top of my head, I can only remember him losing to Jeff Jarrett in a couple title-type matches early on in his career. But since then, he's just been dominant, trying to get back in. And I'm going to tell you something. He's going to use his brute strength right here on Christian Cage, because he knows that's where he has a major advantage on Christian Cage.
No question. Size and power of this former National Football League linebacker. 6 feet 2 inches tall, 267 pounds nose to nose with Christian Cage. Of course, Monty Brown, a veteran of 2 Super Bowls with the Patriots and the Bills, and not taking too kindly to the fact that, Christian Cage was pushing him in the chest. Oh, the open hand slap.
I'll tell you what, these two are so good at the way they can talk. I wouldn't even mind seeing them have a debate and spar off. But that's not how it's going to get done. And look again, the power of Monty Monty Brown.
You know, things are a little different here in TNA. We don't judge you, Don, when it comes to title shots by how good your in-ring promos are, even though these are two of the best in the business.
You got that right.
You got to prove it in the ring here in TNA. Duck of the back elbow. Christian Cage, series of knife edge chops. Now the open hand slaps, and he's got the alpha male reeling.
I'll tell you what, he's trying to show the alpha male that he can beat him in his own game, and that right there could cost him. And going for an early pounce, not going to get it as Christian Cage grabs the ropes and goes out. He has already felt the pounce twice, and he wasn't going to feel it there.
Well, you're right. And then just as Monty Brown drops out to the floor, you talk about staking out his own claim in his own ground, a la Monty Brown.
He knows how to get inside an opponent's head, and that's exactly what he's doing. And Monty Brown, as he's taking the blows right there, is as mentally tough as anybody we've ever seen. And Christian Cage trying to get inside and between the ears, and it looks like he's doing it right now.
How about that move? Dropped down between the legs of Monty Brown, took him out to the floor, face first into the steel. Christian Cage gonna go high risk from the top.
He just didn't go at it quick enough. He took a little time to pose to the crowd, and that cost him. And now you see the power of Monty Brown as he just holds him up in the when he kicks out of it.
Now Christian Cage uses his leg strength that time. Drop down, and then Monty Brown just gets tossed over the top. Whoa! Christian Cage way up on the top rope. Monty Brown on the arena floor. Look out below.
Here he comes, right at him, and he hits it straight on. Nice shot right there by Cage as he goes right off the top. We gotta see that again if it's possible. Here it comes.
Oh yeah. Ask and ye shall receive. Here comes Christian Cage. Wow, what contact.
I tell you what, I like what he did right there. He made it so he hit him chest first. He tucked the arms back and caught him so he got the full force of the blow on Monty Brown, and he goes for a quick pin, not gonna get it.
Now look how quickly Christian Cage went right back in. You see the years of experience, and yes, Monty Brown has the size edge here, but the experience edge goes to Christian Cage. Float over. Gonna try now. Check this out. Monty Brown gonna take him right up to his shoulders. Oh, and then dropped him down chest first across the top rope.
The longer this match goes, who would have the advantage in your mind, Mike?
Well, I would guess Christian Cage, but Monty Brown is, man.
He's such a superior athlete.
We may not have to worry about how long this match goes when you look at that kind of pure, raw power. He press slammed him, and Christian Cage just splattered on the floor.
Wow. I mean,
can we take another look at this?
He does it with ease.
Whoa!
The power that he has, he just does it with ease.
And Monty Brown senses that he can follow up the advantage and does. From the apron, drops down with the double sledge across the back.
Another right there, followed by another one on the back. Once you get the momentum, you've got to just go for it, and that's what these two are going to know so well. You can't give someone a chance to take it back in their favor because they know how to do that so easily.
Whoa! Thought he was going to send him into the guardrail. Instead, Monty says, I've got to beat him inside the six-sided ring. So he tosses him in the... Then he turns his attention to the crowd here at the Impact Zone.
Just letting him know that he does what he wants when he wants. He doesn't do anything that everybody else expects.
First, it's the left boot to the head of Christian Cage, and then a right to the jaw. Wow, complexion of this match, it's turned totally in favor of the alpha male. Goes for the pin attempt, had the leg hooked, but still some life left in Christian Cage.
He talked about the experience of Christian Cage, but I keep thinking the longer this goes, oh, look at that, wow! You think of the conditioning that Monty Brown has put himself through. I feel like the longer it goes, the better it is for him.
Well, that's what makes this match so interesting, that difference of opinion just on something like that. How do you pick a winner in this match?
Oh, look at these, just right around the back side to the front of the face, so he gets the forearm and the fist on him. And right now, Christian Cage knows that this is his debut on the TNA pay-per-view, and it's not going the way he wants.
Talk about no soft touches for Christian Cage. His in-ring debut, it took place this past Thursday on Impact, the primetime special. A hard-fought win over Team Canada's Bobby Roode, but now tossed into the fire here against the alpha male Monty Brown, who has dominated for the past several minutes.
What an elbow right there by Monty Brown as he catches it right into the chest of Christian Cage.
drilled him with the elbow. Cage gets to his feet. Monty rocks him with a right hand, gonna try and T-bone him over, but Christian Cage fights off the suplex attempt with a series of elbow shots to the side of the head. Boy, those are stiff.
Oh, look at that! Just used his momentum to his advantage, and Monty Brown goes for the pin. No!
The released overhead suplex by Monty Brown leads to a pin attempt, but no, Christian Cage avoids the 3 count from senior official Rudy Charles.
You know, we talked about what a tough opponent it was on a pay-per-view for Christian Cage to have to face. He's going to have to dig down, and that's what he's doing right now.
And again, with both of these individuals having their sights set on the NWA World's Heavyweight title, they realize that you can't afford a loss in this match. You need a victory. Oh, to move up in the eyes of the championship committee, and Monty Brown charges at Christian Cage and just delivered and drove that knee right into his back.
I'll tell you what, Monty Brown is so focused, so impressive in this match. I mean, it's been 80% Monty Brown at this point. I mean, anytime Christian Cage seems to get some kind of offense, it doesn't take Monty Brown long to counter it. Oh, man, look at that. He just pulled it with such force. He pulled the padding over the turnbuckle off.
Wow. Quick reversal now. Oh, Cage shot in chest first. Directly into the turnbuckle, directly into the corner. Oh, the alpha male. It's almost as if you can sense his level of confidence growing, Don. With every minute that he maintains his control and dominance in this matchup, and Christian Cage in trouble now as the alpha male Monty Brown drops out to the floor.
Oh, look at this. He's going to pull him back right there against the steel ring post. Think of that. The body's just not meant to do that, is he? Breaking back on the neck, breaking back on the leg. Oh, man.
Man, almost like a bow and arrow.
Yes.
Just wrapping him back first around that steel post.
Good analogy right there.
Taken up to the shoulder of the alpha male Monty Brown, but he's able to shrug him off and shoot Monty Brown across, and Monty goes chest first into the steel safety rail. But Christian Cage is in trouble here. He's trying to regroup. That's going to help him a little bit, but boy, he's got to get it going.
I'll tell you what, though, he got some good force right there as Monty Brown hit it, and when you hit it chest first like that, it just knocks the wind out of you, and that's what's happened to Monty Brown. But Christian Cage, like you mentioned, he just needed that respite right there just to give him some sort of a break to catch his breath. As you can see Monty Brown right now getting back to his feet.
Christian Cage regroups, rolls back in. Alpha male on the opposite side of the ring, still out on the arena floor, and now he does as well. Boy, Cage at least back up to his feet, back up to the vertical base as Monty Brown does so as well, and now they meet in mid-ring.
Nice block right there by Cage.
And he unleashes rights and lefts. Another right hand to the top of the head. Monty's still on his feet, but with each blow, you sense that Christian Cage is taking this thing back over again, but Monty Brown sprung it into the ropes, but Cage fights back. Caught him with the forearm shot, now off the ropes. Wind-up shot, caught him with another forearm, and then to the attack.
No, that's what he has to do. He's got to be relentless. He knows that. He's got to not even give Monty Brown a chance to catch his breath. He just got to be one right after another, and I think he's kind of a second win. And obviously, Christian Cage feels it right now as he's just letting him have it one right after another.
Fans of the Impact Zone here at Turning Point showing their support for Christian Cage and his TNA pay-per-view in-ring debut. Alpha male, however, just overpowered him. That's the strength that we talked about earlier. And even this deep into the match, Monty Brown is still using that strength and power edge against Cage.
I mean, the guy has so few weaknesses to exploit. I mean, he's just so strong and physically conditioned that he can just find a way to get it back. Wait a minute, look at that old Cage going 40. Yeah!
Wow, caught him a second time. Tornado DDT, not the first, but definitely dropped him with the second. Spiked him, lateral press. No, man.
I'll tell you what, though, he hit him hard with that. Great shot by Christian Cage, and that's the kind of thing that'll rock even a Monty Brown. Something like that, just get that concussion going, that head reeling like that, you see stars.
Yeah. Ask the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels, about a concussion. Level 3 concussion, courtesy of Samoa Joe, as we see Christian roll up on Monty Brown, but no, just a 2 count.
Fights out of it right there. I'll tell you something, Monty Brown is just so hard to pin. He's just so strong. You've got to catch him to where he doesn't even realize where he's at if you're going to get the pin. And he took too long right there, Cage did, getting the ropes, which gives Monty Brown time to get up there and meet him.
Yeah, there's a reason that we call that high risk when you go to the top. And Monty Brown, he's got the bear hug applied. I don't know if he's going to try and bring him back in. What's Christian Cage doing?
Looks like he biting the head right there.
I don't know if he's biting his hand or biting his head. From the top, here he comes.
Oh, he hit the frog splash.
Whoa, you see the impact of the frog splash causing Christian Cage to hurt his ribs. Gonna go for the pin now. Here's 2. I think it was that momentary delay that cost him right there. I think he would have had the 3 count. But by the time he got back on Monty Brown, because of the injury to his ribs, only 2 for Christian Cage.
And again, we see the strength of Monty Brown. I mean, how easily it looked like when he got his win, he tossed Christian Cage off of him. And look at that power.
Referee down.
Oh, the alpha bomb.
Referee down as well.
Oh, look at this.
Pinned by Monty Brown. 2. No.
Again, that gave him the time.
Just that split second, it might be the difference.
Absolutely, that split second. And you can see Monty Brown is mad. He
right in the face of Rudy Charles.
That should have been it. And in his mind, that should have been it.
Series of shots to the back by Monty Brown. What's he gonna do now? Pointing over to the corner, takes Christian by the head. Oh, quick reversal. Monty puts on the brakes, caught him with a back elbow. Follow up, full Nelson. Where's he gonna go from here?
Oh! He goes down and he hits the turnbuckle that's no longer protected.
You're right, that exposed corner steel. He went face first in, ready for this.
Prettier,
and he hit it. His patented move, hit the prettier, gonna roll him over, cover.
1, 2, he's done it. Christian Cage has done it.
The winner of the match, Christian Cage.
Wow, how's that for a TNA in-ring pay-per-view debut? A victory over the alpha male Monty Brown. Championship committee, take notice.
I'll tell you what, it was the experience right there of Christian Cage, and he was able to outlast Monty Brown to get the win. Let's go back to Shane Douglas. See what's back there.
Tonight at Turning Point, Team 3D, you demanded and got a tables match. And if history serves any reminder, it's going to be an awful long night for AMW. But I got to ask you, where have you been for these last couple weeks? Nobody's seen ya.
Shane, the reason why ain't nobody seen us, let's put it this way, AMW did not run us out of town. We've been representing TNA all over the world, especially in Japan. Me and my brother Devon, the All Japan Real World Tag Team Champions, but we got something else on our mind, something more important on our mind. The NWA Tag Team titles, the one set of titles that Team 3D has never had, the one set of titles that are more prestigious in the history of our business than anything else. But tonight is about revenge. Tonight is about AMW and tables. You don't know a damn thing about tables, boys, and I swear to my mother, my brother, God, and every single TNA fan out there, we're gonna kick your stinking asses, and you're tasting some mother effing Dudley 3D wood. Oh, my brother, testify!
AMW has done something that no other team in the past 10 years has been able to do to us.
This is the formula that
You left us for dead, but you didn't kill us.
And we're too tough to die! Oh, my brother! Testify!
Now, we're not only going to break them in half, we're going to beat them at their own game.
You don't know the first thing about using a table!
We call our shot.
At Turning Point, we're gonna have ourselves a table match!
Yes! You may invent it, the tables match, but we're going to perfect it.
A war that rages, fueled by revenge, jealousy, and hatred.
We're the best. Team 3D, you're obviously too stupid to figure out what you should have done was stay out of TNA.
America's Most Wanted, Team 3D.
We're gonna have ourselves a table match!
Yes, the wood is in place here at Turning Point, because coming up next, it's a tables match with AMW and Team 3D.
The following contest is a tables match. About to make their way to the ring, they are the team of Brother Ray and Brother Devon, Team 3D.
From the very moment that Team 3D arrived in TNA, America's Most Wanted has made it known. They will do anything, and I mean anything, to prevent Brother Ray and Brother Devon from stealing their spot as the top tag team in TNA and from taking away those NWA World Tag Team titles. You might remember it all started. AMW with their preemptive strike. They attacked 3D. They left them in a pool of their own blood, described by no less an authority than Team 3D as their worst beating ever.
And introducing their opponents, they are the current reigning NWA World Tag Team Champions, the Cowboy James Storm, the Wildcat Chris Harris, America's Most Wanted.
You can see as they're coming down, Team 3D not even going to give them a chance. They said it was about revenge. They're going to start it now. They're not going to let them pose. They're not going to let them get any kind of support from the fans. They're going right after them. This isn't about a title. It's about using these tables to exact the revenge that they feel they've had to for a long time.
And how do you win this matchup? You win it by putting both of your opponents through a table. Team 3D, can you blame them for going on the attack after everything that AMW did, after the mock funeral when they claimed that they had ended, that they had killed the careers of Team 3D? I cannot blame Brother Ray and Brother Devon, but AMW, look at this, staging quite a comeback.
Well, they're not the champs for nothing. We've seen these guys overcome odds from so many different teams, and you might not like the way that they've become since they joined up with the champion Jeff Jarrett. You can't deny their ability, and I guarantee you, they are prepared for this tables match. They got something up their sleeve, and they don't plan in any way, shape, or form leaving that ring without everybody knowing they're the best tag team in TNA history.
America's Most Wanted now 6 times as NWA World Tag Team Champs. As a team, Harris and Storm 7 reigns each. When it comes to a total, you know about Team 3D, absolute domination of tag team wrestling. ECW, the WWE, something like 20 reigns total as tag champs. They've never been NWA World Tag Team title holders. But you're right, Don. Tonight it's about revenge. Brother Ray and Brother Devon are getting plenty of that.
I'll tell you what, I feel sorry for the cameramen in this situation as they're trying to follow all the action as it's just going on all sides. And wait a minute, right here, Brother Ray, Rhino on top of the announce table as Brother Ray slams James Storm's head. And he's raking the eyes right there at Storm. He rakes the eyes of Brother Ray, and now he's relentless on his back and into the rail.
Man, the impact sending Big Brother Ray right into the steel safety rail. Meanwhile, in the ring, Brother Devon, having a little fun with the Wildcat. Harris puts on the brakes, gonna try and take Brother Devon up.
Look how he just holds him, the strength. He just holds him with such strength till the blood rushes to his head, and then he nails him right there with the suplex. And I'm telling you, Wildcat Chris Harris is so unbelievably strong, and he shows it. You don't realize his strength until you see him do things like that. I mean, because let's face it, Brother Devon is no lightweight.
You must put both men through tables to win this TNA tables match of both of your opponents. Duck of the double team move by Brother Devon, and he just leveled both Harris and Storm.
You can see right there Brother Ray trying to get around, and he does as he hooks the leg right there of Wildcat. He's got him, and he just nails him right there in the chest into the rail.
Harris crashes back into the steel safety rail. Brother Ray in. Knife edge chop for Storm. Scooping a slam, and I think Brother Devon's headed to the top if we can go wide. Here we go.
Here he goes.
Yeah, make a wish.
I'll tell you what, is he going to place the head right there where it hurts the worst? And he does. Dead solid, perfect.
Perfect landing. Brother Devon from the opening minute tonight at Turning Point. Many people, if you look around this arena, they haven't had their seats yet. They haven't even sat down. They've been on their feet for the entire near 2 hours so far. Oh, from behind, double sledge move by Harris.
And look at this as he pulls the table all the way, so it doesn't do Brother Devon any good. And here he comes, just flying right in there with that left arm lariat.
That's it. That's the key. Caught him from that left side. The southpaw, Chris Harris, drilled him with that left side clothesline. Smart move by Harris to position that table, to move it out of the way so that his tag team partner, James Storm, didn't go through. That would have been one down, one to go.
That's how it happens right here. Both guys have to go through a table to lose, and you can see that Wildcat Chris Harris.
Oh, great save.
Great save. That's what you got to do to keep it from going through. Sometimes you got to still take the punishment, but it's about going through the table.
That's it. That's the key. That's how you win this match. Put both of your opponents through the tables. That's how you get your hands raised in this TNA tables match. It has been an absolute brawl from the opening bell with all 4 men involved.
Well, let's face it, as wrestling fans, we thought about these two teams facing off for years, even when they were in different factions. It's so hard to believe that we're getting to actually see it right now here in TNA on the pay-per-view here at Turning Point, and it's exactly what we wanted. Team 3D and tables, and AMW as their opponents. And
Brother Devon, he's in a precarious position, laid out on that table. Chris Harris gonna go to the top.
You can see Brother Ray right here, and he's gonna get right in front. As he makes sure he avoids it.
And then push Brother Devon off the table. Now, Brother Ray up to the middle row.
Oh, no way.
Gonna try and suplex him, but Storm moves the table out of the way.
I'll tell you what, in sacrifice, Chris Harris, he had to take the suplex shot, but he didn't go through the table.
Don, you made a great point. A dream match that people have talked about for years. And it's right here, Team 3D and AMW. And kudos to the referee, Mark Slick Johnson, for just turning them loose. There's no way you can try and control these 4 under the circumstances. And I think that's a good move in this tables match.
Well, if the titles were on the line, maybe it'd be done a little bit differently. But this is, again, it's about hate. It's about a grudge. It's about revenge. You gotta let them go.
And think about what AMW did. They followed up the funeral. They started sending messages. They started sending threats to Team 3D. Started writing 3D on the tables. And hats off to TNA management. Larry Zbyszko.
Oh, how he went over the table. I mean, that was so close, Storm. But he threw him too hard and he went over the table, Mike. Wow.
Here we go. Here's another look.
It almost looked like Storm willed himself past it. He could have just caught an edge of it and broke it, but he was able to will himself past the table.
Now Brother Ray going to join the other 3 members of this out-of-control brawl here on the arena floor. Look out, here we go again. He's got him positioned right above us. Did you hear that?
Oh, are you kidding?
Wow.
I can feel it.
Open hand slap to the chest, and another one just echoing throughout the impact zone. Wow.
Just the vibration right there, unbelievable. He's got Storm back in the middle where there is a table set up. And he doesn't have Wildcat Chris Harris in there to save him.
Oh, God, another shot to the
Man,
chest.
he is just absolutely putting every bit of force he's got behind him. Oh, he levels him right on the table.
You heard Team 3D earlier talk about their recent success in the Orient, winning the Real World League Tag Team Tournament over in Japan as TNA's representative and trying to bring that momentum right here to this tables match. Brother Devon going to move the table out of the way again and save Brother Ray.
Oh, he tried to use the Hurricane Rana into the table, but it's not there. They beat him the same way that... What a super kick, yow!
That baby was right on target.
That'll rock you.
And now you can sense the level of confidence growing here in the cocky Team of America's Most Wanted.
Mocking Team 3D right there, mocking them.
Look at how Team 3D's in trouble here.
Oh, absolutely. The one got hit with a Hurricane Rana, the other got hit with a super kick. But you can see Brother Ray recovering, getting to his feet. If they want a shot at it, AMW's got to put him through right now. Here they go. Oh! Just didn't have enough momentum to get Devon over there for the Wildcat to catch him.
And then Brother Ray with the chop to the Wildcat, Chris Harris, takes him out to the floor. defense, calling for the 3D for Team 3D.
You can see right there, Storm is in no man's land as Wildcat Chris Harris is outside of the ring. This is their chance. They can set him up. Oh, there you see Coley with a chair in his hand.
You can get halfway there, Team 3D, if you put Storm through the table.
Oh, look at this. We're going to do the dead sentence.
They're going to try and beat AMW with their own move.
He hits it. Oh, does he hit it?
That's one table down, one to go for 3D. Oh, wow.
Wildcat, too late to get in there with the chair. I mean, Storm is eliminated as he's gone through the table. What a shot, and getting beat by a move that he's done so many times is just insult to injury.
As we see the Wildcat reel off those shots to the head, take another look. There it is, the death sentence courtesy of Team 3D to AMW, beating them with their own patented move. Harris from behind charges and attacks with a double sledge from the back of Brother Devon. One member of AMW already through the table. Harris, at all costs, has to avoid being put through the table here by Team 3D.
They've got one set right up there by the tunnel, right where the entrance where they come through. And here comes Brother Ray coming right up there. You can see he's right in time. Oh, this is going to be a clean sweep right here.
You got it!
Oh, it's going to do the 3D.
The winners of the tables match, Team 3D.
Wow, that's the way you get revenge. Both members of America's Most Wanted, Chris Harris and James Storm. Taste of wood, they went right through the tables. Team 3D uses the 3D. That's revenge.
Absolutely, they had it in mind. They were going to clean house, and AMW talked a big show about the tables, said they were going to perfect it. You don't beat somebody at their own game, not as somebody as good. And here it is again. As you can see, he's hurt in the back, and they set him up for the 3D.
Oh!
And that's it, elimination.
That was a shutout. On a night that we had the Basebrawl match, Team 3D 2, AMW nothing.
Got that right. As I'm going to tell you, James Storm still out cold in the middle of the ring.
Another great moment. Team 3D celebrates in the crowd. There you see Brother Ray in the impact zone.
That's what the match is all about. They work together so well. It's the spirit of the X Division too, Don. The competition of these great competitors. Against everything that the X Division stands for. It's about honor. It's about pride. It's about athleticism, competition.
It's also about a code of respect.
Daniels has been brutalized. Daniels has been injured. This is getting brutal. This is disgusting.
Thank you, the X Division, because it's not about weight limits. It's about no limits. What you've done to Christopher Daniels was stepping over that line.
He's insane.
What's going on in the back? Oh, it's Samoa Joe! He's beating the hell out of AJ Styles!
I respect your code.
Oh my God!
You step on each and every one of these fans that supported you.
That is the blood. He's wearing that around, carrying that around like a trophy.
You never sure who you can trust. Unjust, whenever you give it to rust. Now your life begins to rust. Unjust, whenever since a bust.
AJ has challenged Samoa Joe. He wants to put the respect back in the X Division.
At turning points, your winning streak comes to an end.
It's coming up next at Turning Point. The phenomenal AJ Styles against the unbeaten Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of our 2 championship matchups. The X Division title at stake, and now I'm being directed to the ring. I understand that, is that James Storm?
Yes, James Storm, that shot he took on the death sentence right there. And again, he just wasn't moving. And they think it might be a neck injury right now. And again, folks, it's a dangerous sport. We'll give you more information than we got.
Absolutely, Don. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask your patience, a very serious moment here at Turning Point. America's Most Wanted, the Tennessee Cowboy, James Storm. Obviously, Don, the word that we're getting is that he suffered a neck injury. You're right, courtesy of that death sentence from Team 3D.
The crowd's cheering right now. I can't see what's going on there.
Our view's blocked because there's so many security people in the ring. I understand now that we're going to take another look at what went down in this tables matchup, guys. If you've got it, roll it.
And
here
there
it is.
right there. They've got him set up, and here he comes. And oh man, just the force that he went through, and then the force of Brother Devon's body, and he just was motionless for so long. And he is getting up, and he's in unbelievable pain, but at least he's got movement.
And you see the medical staff along with security that's come to the ring to take James Storm out. I mean, it's difficult just to get him out underneath the ropes at this point.
You know, we talked about the danger of the Barbed Wire Massacre, but when you think about the danger that you've got, I don't even know that he's got feeling in his legs as I'm watching him. They're basically having to carry him out. I mean, this.
Oh, you're right.
This.
It's a very scary moment, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, so many injuries happen, and that's the risk these guys take. You just hate it when it happens here in your venue, and our thoughts and our prayers go out with James Storm and everybody, please. That was a serious shot.
If there's any way you can get me an update on the condition of James Storm before we go off the air tonight, please do. Ladies and gentlemen, if we can bring you that information, we will. Here we go. It is time for the first of two championship matchups at Turning Point. It's time for the X Division title to be at stake, and let's break it down with the X factors. Let's look at the bullet points behind this championship bout. It was last month at Genesis, where we saw a side of Samoa Joe that we had never seen before. His post-match destruction of Christopher Daniels, it broke the unwritten code of sportsmanship. In a complete 180 from the norm, the champ AJ Styles has issued the challenge to Samoa Joe. Both men have something very important at stake tonight. AJ defends the X Division title. Samoa Joe looks to remain unbeaten. One or the other has to come to an end.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the X Division Championship of the World. About to make his way to the ring, from the Isle of Samoa, he is the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
I can't get that visual out of my mind, Don, as I see him come to the ring with the towel that's just covered in the blood of the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. Daniels remains sidelined 1 month after being brutalized by his quote-unquote partner.
And introducing his opponent, he is the current reigning and defending X Division Champion of the World from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Since the inception of TNA's X Division back in June of the year 2002, this man, the phenomenal AJ Styles, has been the most dominant and the most decorated member of the No Limits division. He was the first X Division champ. He's the current title holder. When you add in 3 other stints as champ, that's 5 X Division title reigns. No other wrestler has more than 2. That's dominant.
Well, you throw in the other championships that this man has possessed. This is a guy who is successful on every level. That's why you're not surprised when an AJ Styles throws out the gauntlet, throws out the challenge to a Samoa Joe. What he saw sickened him. What he saw Samoa Joe become, as far as he was concerned, that went beyond anything that he stood for as a wrestler. And this is his chance to show everybody what the X Division is all about in his mind.
Wow, check out a preemptive strike here by the champ. Styles on the attack just moments before the bell, and look at AJ take it to Samoa Joe.
Well, that's what AJ Styles does. He gets in so many different ways, and he just came out, and look at that intensity. Look at that drive. I mean, Samoa Joe doesn't even know what hit him right there. Whatever was in Samoa Joe's game plan.
Wow!
Just snap suplex on it right there. Wow.
He just took 280 pounds over with a snap seeing a side of AJ Styles that we haven't seen before. Either this kind of intensity right at the opening bell, and that's the way you counter what Samoa Joe has done. Think about this unbeaten streak for Samoa Joe, Don. 6 months and counting. 6 months worth of matches in TNA and no losses.
Nobody one-on-one has beaten Samoa Joe since he has entered into TNA. I got no respect. I'll tell you something. If there's one person that doesn't even care about that streak, that's AJ Styles. This is about pride in his mind. And I'll tell you something. He's been in that ring with Samoa Joe right here. He knows what he has. And if anybody can adapt, it's AJ. But then again, Samoa Joe hasn't gone undefeated for nothing.
Quick leapfrog over my Styles. You talk about a knockout! You talk about a knockout blow! The drop kick just felled Samoa Joe like a big oak tree, knocked him right down to the mat.
Oh, man!
Well, this is something that we have not seen in the 6 months of Samoa Joe in TNA. Somebody taking the offense like this to him, and somebody being this successful.
And dominating. I mean, you know, it's just... It's AJ Styles at his best. He knows what kind of game plan he needs. The thing about it is he cannot let Samoa Joe use his size. He cannot let Samoa Joe shorten that ring, that six-sided ring to his advantage. He's got to use his speed, his agility, and stay out of the grip of Samoa Joe just like that.
And he just used his quickness right there. You're talking about speed, agility, quickness goes along with that as he quickly moved out of the way to avoid the charging Samoa Joe. He had AJ lined up for a shot with the knee.
I just got word with James Storm. It's a possible concussion. They got him in a neck brace. Of course, they're going to take him for further tests. We'll give you more information as we get it.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much for that update on James Storm.
Oh man! Look at the intensity! Samoa Joe! He got it! These are the most vicious kicks I've ever seen!
Stiff, lethal, shot after shot from Samoa Joe! He measures AJ!
Oh, and he just sends him right through the ring! Oh man, it was almost like the light bulb went on to Samoa Joe. And he was like, wait a minute, I don't get humiliated like this. I'm the one who's dominant. And man, did he turn it on.
Well, you're right. Almost as if he got a wake-up call from the quick offense of AJ off the top of this match. And Samoa Joe comes right back and counters with a series of kicks, brutal shots, and AJ, wow, talk about being on the defensive, but he fights back from his knees with a right hand in the midsection, rocked him with a forearm shot, and another, but Joe headbutt from outside. Look out!
He's got him right there.
Both men gonna go for a suplex.
AJ fighting it though. AJ fighting it. Look at him.
Hang on, AJ.
Oh, what a move by AJ Styles. Look how he does that. I mean, when you think he's in trouble, he knows the way to counter. And here he goes, but Samoa Joe gets out of the way. Oh! Kicks his feet right out from under him.
And now, look out. Joe's got AJ. Gonna swing him.
Right into the rail.
My God.
That was with such force. I mean, this has just turned into what we knew it would. Samoa Joe knows.
Gonna take another look at this. Check out the impact.
Oh, man.
Whoa. How do you get up from a move like that? Swings him around to add force and then drives him head, neck, and back first into the steel safety rail.
Oh, right into the next rail. Man alive, one right out.
Whoa, look out. Joe's got him in his sights.
Oh, no.
No.
AJ's a sitting
Look
dog.
out in the pit. Clear that pit area out because here comes 280-pound freight train.
Look at him. He just begging for him to get up so he can hit him full force. AJ wisely trying to get out there again.
Boy, is that
Here he goes. Oh, and he just nails him with the boot to the face.
Here comes another look. You're right. Telling him, just challenging him to get to his feet, and as soon as he does, Joe drills him with the boot and knocks AJ to his back. Action back in the ring.
Did you notice how Samoa Joe wanted to wait till AJ was facing him? He wanted AJ to see that boot right before it made contact, and man, as the momentum switch, as the shots, the stiff kicks of Samoa Joe are absolutely drilling AJ Styles right now.
Think of what Samoa Joe has done. He's taken away so much of the offense from AJ and delivering shots, and it drops down with the knee across the throat and chest. high-risk moves, and he comes off the ropes and drops the knee with 280 pounds behind it, right across the throat, right across the jaw. Look at AJ.
Oh,
you can see he's trying to maneuver his jaw around.
Oh, I don't know that AJ has any sense of what he said. Well, there he goes, throwing the kick right there. He's got to somehow catch his breath. And but just what he does, a shot like that from Samoa Joe knocks it right back out of you. Look at him, you can see him, he can't breathe.
He's just gasping for air. He's trying to get that breath back into his lungs, because without that, AJ can't do a thing. Quick reversal, shot.
Oh, man.
AJ goes airborne, but Joe caught him instead. Senton backsplash.
AJ Styles just can't seem to win right now. He can't seem to get a break. And Samoa Joe knows it. Samoa Joe now knows that his
pin, 2, barely.
Oh,
barely.
Man.
Look at referee Andrew Thomas. And Joe's not happy.
No, he's not happy with that at all. It wasn't an emphatic getting the shoulder up.
Barely got the shoulder
barely
up.
getting the shoulder up, but Andrew Thomas saw it. And a guy like AJ Styles gets the benefit of the doubt every time. I'm going to tell you that. A guy who held as many belts as he had.
Reverse chin lock applied now by Samoa Joe. Again, at the same time, Don, what this does, it takes AJ out of his game. It doesn't enable him to go to the top ropes. He keeps him neutralized down on the mat, but AJ back up to his feet. Was that a hit?
Yeah, he got a good head
and
shot.
then a series of elbow shots?
I think it was one of those that a lot of people don't realize, but he caught him straight over the head. It reeled Samoa Joe, and that's enabled him now to keep going back and forth. You can see the bloody towel of Christopher Daniels there, but again, Samoa Joe just keeps coming like a freight train.
There's just no defense for a move like that when Joe takes away your quickness, and that's what he's done here to AJ in this X Division title matchup. Grabs him by the head. Unceremoniously just dumps him in the corner, and you know that the face wash is next.
Oh, and there he goes, and that's just so humiliating.
God.
Oh, AJ holding it back. He's got him off balance, and he breaks a right, and another right, and another right.
Look at the champ fight back. Whoa, went for the discus punch, and Joe slapped the taste right out of his mouth.
Again, like I said, AJ just can't get anything going, any offense going at all.
Did you see that contact in the corner? Did you see the impact of Samoa Joe?
I don't know if that's possible to see again. I mean, he just absolutely nailed him right there in the corner, and you can see AJ it's just almost too much for him.
Wow. Joe, back up to his feet.
Just toying with him right now.
Kicks at AJ, stands over him like he's totally in charge of this match.
Oh, he knows that this crowd has never seen AJ Styles dominated like this.
Have we?
Never.
And think about it. At the opening of this match, we said we had never seen Samoa Joe dominated like AJ did for the opening few minutes. But man, it's been a lot of Samoa Joe ever since, not including a knife edge chop.
It's been about 3 minutes for AJ and about 9 for Samoa Joe. I mean, once it got turned around, AJ trying to show some life. He just, again,
wow.
It's just not going his way. Nice elbow right there, though. Nice forearm.
Now he's got to, if he can mount a comeback, he's got to start it maybe with a move like that. Caught him first with the forearm shot. But you can see AJ's having a hard time even getting back in through the ring ropes.
He can't do it. He just doesn't have the strength right now. He's got to be confused as to what is going on. He had so much pride at stake, and it's just not going his way, and it's just one right after another.
Forearm shot after forearm shot from Samoa Joe. AJ, his lifeless form, barely up to his feet.
What a kick! He hits him with a Pele. I've never seen him hit him from that angle. Outside of the ropes, onto the head, and but again!
Springboard caught him, powerbombed him down. Quick roll over by Joe. Reversal by AJ. Joe gonna try and roll him over. Boston Crab. He's got both legs hooked. He's got the crab hooked in here, and AJ's got to fight through this.
Every time AJ and Jimmy that Pele type kick he has, he's going for the ropes and he grabs it.
Got the safety of the ropes that time. Got the rope break, and Joe broke momentarily, and then drags him back in, and gonna try and hook it on again, and does it. Now look, he sits back with all of his weight on. That's the key. He's got 280 pounds right across the back of AJ Styles. How do you get up from this?
You can see the pain right there. Oh, nice kick.
That's the way you do it.
That's what you do. You go by by reflexes. You go by survival instinct, whatever you gotta do to get somebody off of you, and that's what AJ did. Like AJ mumbling himself out there, trying to figure out what to do. He gets himself to his feet, but you can see, he just doesn't have it.
Shot in the corner by Joe. AJ gonna try and fight out, but he has been on the receiving end of an incredible beating here at Turning Point.
Oh, that's what you do right there. He uses momentum, got him over the top, and maybe that's the break that AJ needs.
Bad landing for Samoa Joe as well. Did you see his back? Crashed right down across the side of the ring, right across the ring apron.
Oh yeah, and that, you know what knocked him, you knocked the air out of him, you could see. As Andrew Thomas counting him out right there.
Boy, that could be the break that AJ needs.
Well, AJ needs another shot if he can, and here he comes. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable slip over the top on the Joe. We've got to see
you
that.
Know what that was? This is the Fosbury flop.
Fosbury flop.
And he hits with it. We haven't seen that from AJ for a, what would you say, couple of years?
Couple of years.
You have to pull out all the stops in a situation like this, in a match like this, at an event like this, and that's what AJ Styles has done.
I'll tell you something, that guy has more moves. He just does things when it looks like it's over. And here he comes.
Springboard!
Right to the back of the head. And wow! Didn't see it coming.
And the adrenaline of AJ at such a level, but he almost overshot him, but he drilled him with a forearm cover. 1, 2.
Oh, he gets his arm up just in time. Woo. AJ, you know, was praying that he could keep that shoulder down. You got to wonder how much left he's got in the tank. Look at AJ's leg. Oh, the leg catches the back right there.
Look at that landing by AJ. Now that we take another look at it, his right leg just twisted in a sick manner, but doesn't seem to be stopping it here. Full Nelson, breaks it. Oh, lands on his feet off the attempt of the German suplex.
Oh, right now, Joe's got to be thinking, what in the world? As he caught it, and he hits him with a reverse DDT right there. Cover it is. 1, 2, oh.
Inverted DDT by Styles leads to a near fall. But no 3 count for the champ.
Man, oh man, but you gotta get
your
AJ
breath.
credit.
Get your breath, big boy. Here we go.
Fought back and fought back. That's the gallant warrior that he is. And here he oh, man.
Wow.
And he caught it.
The back of his head. That's it. Snapped it off. 1, 2.
No.
That's a miracle. It's a miracle that he got his arm up at 2, that he rolled his shoulder at 2. Because the impact of that snap slam by Joe, you saw the back of AJ's head. You're damn right it's awesome.
I'm gonna tell you something. You can see Joe looking at it going, what have I got to do? AJ, man, that was
you
close.
Don't
oh, that
often
was a fear after what happened to Storm watching that head come that close to that mat.
You just really said a mouthful there, Don, when you talked about the look on Samoa Joe's face. You don't often see that kind of reaction, that what do I have to do next? And it's kick after kick, AJ avoiding the kicks and the punches and the shots. That's the way you do it. Use your quickness, AJ.
Oh, but it was just too much as he got it cornered. And here he comes, right, left. But he just doesn't seem to have the force that he had earlier. He's tired, and now AJ realizes it, and he hits him with 1 kick, spins around and hits him with another.
Great series of moves by Styles. The second one rocked Joe. The spin kick caught him unawares. Oh, look at the mouth of AJ Styles. Did you see the blood pouring out of his mouth?
Both guys are bleeding in the mouths. I mean, this has just been a battle.
What a night this has been, Don. What a night this has been on pay-per-view. One of the most physical events that I've ever been associated with, and that covers an awful lot. AJ gonna try and do it.
He's trying, but I don't know if he's just got the strength to lift 280 pounds.
Can he take him up for the clash?
Here he goes.
No, the powerbomb. He got powerbombed out. 1, 2.
Got it. No, man. I thought the winning streak was over.
It was that close. The winning streak was just that close. Blood trickling down the face, the lips of AJ Styles as he tries to fight through the pain. Could you believe that powerbomb?
Oh, I'm telling you, and you saw a dazed look right there on AJ's face. Now he's thinking, what do I gotta do to get a win right here? You got gotta feel the longer it goes, it's gonna be an advantage AJ to his superior conditioning, but Joe defies all odds, and he turned him inside out. That's what I'm talking about Samoa Joe.
Good God, what a clothesline by Samoa Joe. AJ's out. Count.
Oh, no, he didn't even let it go too. He was sending a message.
Did you see that?
He was sending a message.
The look on the face of Samoa Joe tells one story, but the look on the face of AJ tells another. Here comes the double underhook.
Oh, and he powers him down. He's got him one. And again, he goes right out. It's kind of like, is that the best you got?
AJ fires up. Did you hear him? You can hear Styles scream. He's going to dig down deep. He's going to try and get the adrenaline flowing back. He's got to fight through this pain.
Samoa Joe it's almost a confusion, but he's going to keep coming, and he misses it. Oh, he's got him again.
Oh, no. Got him hooked here. He's got him hooked. He's got him in the choke. AJ trying to fight it off, but Joe instead catches him with a pair of headbutts to the back, and then the open hand slap.
Another melee!
The knockout!
It's perfect!
He's down! Cover him, AJ! Cover him and break the undefeated streak!
Get to your feet and get over there!
Can he stop the undefeated streak? Can he hang on to the X Division Championship? That's the questions that we're going to answer. To the corner, positions Joe up. Whoa, you don't see that?
He's going for a muscle buster!
No! He was going to try and beat Joe with his own muscle buster. Joe fought him off. I'm not sure how smart that was. AJ pulling out all the stops. AJ up on top. Joe fights him off.
He's still holding on.
No! Muscle buster! Oh! AJ almost on the receiving end of a muscle buster, but wisely dropped down.
Joe holding on for dear life, and he goes flying to the mat. AJ using his weight against him. He's got him in the...
Styles!
He got him!
Styles flat!
He hits him!
Got him!
Did he have enough?
Pull him over! Count one! Count two!
What? What?
Is he human? Is he human?
Neither one of these guys are human in my
you're
book.
right.
Neither one of them.
One of the most incredible matches that we've ever seen in TNA. Hell, it's one of the most incredible matches I've ever seen anywhere. AJ, he can sense it. Joe in trouble. AJ high risk.
Oh, this is it. AJ Styles knows. You can see Joe pushes the referee, causes the ropes, but AJ still somehow lands on his feet.
Roll up.
Roll up.
Pin.
Oh, he flipped.
Oh, he got him in a choke. Kakina clutch. The rear naked choke. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap? The title hangs in the balance.
Oh, AJ, he just kind of fell into that right there, and I don't see what he can do. Look at this.
Joe is choking the life out of AJ, and AJ's got a long way to go to make it to the ropes.
But somehow AJ is still not tapped. And wait a minute, he's rolling him over. If he can get some
reach out and touch the ropes and get the break.
He's so close.
Oh, but think of how long he's been in this choke.
Oh,
think of how long he's been in the Kakina clutch.
Oh, he limped. You can see the arm
His
go
arm went limp.
It's done.
He's knocked out.
Passed out. It's done.
The winner of the match and new X Division Champion of the World, Samoa Joe.
Oh man, he just couldn't get to the ropes. And when he was just in that last effort, and AJ just didn't have the strength, Mike, and he's out. And Samoa Joe not celebrating like a man normally would. He's gone through a battle. You gotta give him to them both. What a match, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed one of the most incredible matches that I've ever seen. Samoa Joe not only keeps his undefeated streak alive, he wins the X Division title. And now what?
He's pulling AJ to his feet.
Now what?
Could this be a gesture? Could this be I understand what you mean now about the code of the X Division? Could that be his way?
AJ up to his feet. You can look how weary he is.
What a nice, all right, I gotta give him that. Wow!
Oh no!
He had me
laid him out! Damn it, he went over the line again!
Oh, now he's just going crazy. And he's going right after the security, kicks them out.
He's broken the code again! He's obliterated the code! Wait a minute, what's he doing?
He's reaching into the crowd.
He's got a steel chair.
Oh, no, he's not gonna do what he did to Daniels.
Not this again. No, we don't need to see this. We just don't need this.
Oh, man, you can see right there. as he's setting the chair up. Oh, I can just see, I know where he's going.
You can almost sense it, can't you?
Yes, we remember Christopher Daniels in that same spot.
Oh no. Joe has completely crossed the line.
What? Oh! Here he is! Look up there in the ramp!
The fallen angel, Christopher Daniels! Here he comes! The former X Division champ! He was on the receiving end of that muscle buster. It put him on the sidelines with that level 3 concussion. But look at Daniels fight back.
He's just going to town. He's had a month to think about this. A month. That's all he's thought about was Joe. Unbelievable situation right there. And you can see Daniels just letting him have it one right after another.
Daniels has come out here. And let's face it, Daniels and Styles, oh, look at Joe come back. I was just going to say Daniels and Styles are not necessarily friends, but you can see that Daniels had it as well with Joe crossing the line, and Samoa Joe is right back.
I'll tell you what else he did. He hit him with the headbutt where Daniels had the concussion, and he just almost collapsed from the moment he hit him.
You're right.
And it was just, oh. Joe, I think, realizes he needs to take his championship belt and get out of there.
There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the unbeaten streak remains intact. Yes, he's the new X Division champion, Samoa Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, there is absolutely nothing like a 3-hour Sunday TNA Wrestling pay-per-view. We have proved it month after month, and we do so again tonight at Turning Point, and we invite you to join us when we return to pay-per-view in 2006, the month of January, Sunday, January 15th, with Final Resolution. Don, this has been the most violent, brutal, physical pay-per-view I think I've ever seen.
I mean, it's putting people in body bags. I mean, everybody is, I mean, we talk about the Barbed Wire Massacre that started it off.
Wow.
And that seems so far from your mind after what we just witnessed. What a battle of two great competitors. And then Joe crosses the line. Oh, man, that's just, Christopher Daniels couldn't take that, but now we've got another one coming, and this is the rubber match. This is something that these two have been working together at for so long.
And Don, on that note, let's take a preview of our main event. Let's take a video look at the NWA World's Heavyweight title matchup. It's up next at Turning Point, Jeff Jarrett and Rhino. Roll it.
Think of what Rhino accomplished at Bound for Glory. He defeated 3 crazed individuals in a Monsters Ball match. He defeated 9 of the top contenders in the world in a gauntlet match. And then he beat Jeff Jarrett for the NWA World's Heavyweight title. It was absolutely incredible.
Oh, wait a minute, they're setting him up for the dead set. Not on the table. Right over the table. Oh, he hits it and puts him through it. No, no, no.
Damn it! Damn it, I don't believe it! Jeff Jarrett, he's not only regained the NWA World title, but the King of the Mountain. AMW and Gail Kim, they've also regained the power and the control.
8 months ago, it was supposed to be the biggest day of the year for wrestling. It was the worst day of my life.
You know what I feel like I'm on now? What? Dr. Phil.
What I did, I can't explain. I was going through a divorce.
Whose fault is it that Rhino wrecked a 5-star hotel lobby and completely trashed it? His fault.
My ex-wife walked out on me. She took my child. She took part of my heart.
Whose fault is it that his old lady divorced him?
I love my family, and I miss my family.
It's Rhino's fault.
I know my wants. I have the heart of a champion.
That is the biggest, sappiest, sympathetic piece I've ever seen in my life.
I gave to the fans what they wanted. Someone to kick the living shit. Jeff Jarrett take that title.
Rhino, I'm gonna send you back to the trailer park with a pack of cigarettes in one hand and a 40 in the other.
I'm the challenger today, but I will become the champion.
Moments away from your rematch against Jeff Jarrett for the NWA World's Heavyweight title. If we could we get a few words from you on your thoughts at this point?
You know, since I came to TNA, I put my career on track. I put my life on track. You know what? I clawed my way to the NWA World Championship. Jeff Jarrett, you, that little skank Gail Kim, and them 2 cowboy bitches, AMW, stole that title out of my bloody hands. But that's okay, because to the fans out there, I'm their champion. To my little girl sitting at home in Germany, I'm her champion. They say the face of wrestling's gonna change. Jeff Jarrett, the only face you have to be concerned with is this right here. Because I'm coming at you full speed, and I'm gonna cut you in half with a gore! Gore! Gore!
Coming up next at Turning Point, it's the main event of the evening. It's Jeff Jarrett to defend the NWA title against the man-beast Rhino. What a night it has been, ladies and gentlemen, and yes, it is time for our main event. The final match of the evening and the second championship match. The NWA title is at stake. Let's break it down. Let's go to the tail of the tape, and the numbers displayed show a familiar story for the champion. Jeff Jarrett giving away strength, size, and power to the challenger Rhino, but he will try to exploit the edge of nearly double the years of experience. The riveting video packages that we've seen on Impact showed how Rhino has bounced back from losing his job and his family to turn around his life in TNA. For months, Jarrett's been on a mission, claims TNA is out to get rid of him. The heat between Jarrett and management at an all-time high. This is it, the rubber match in the series. Rhino beat Jarrett to win the title at Bound for Glory in October. Jarrett regained the gold on Impact. Tonight, we settle the score once and for all. The former champ, the man-beast, the fan favorite here in the Impact Zone. Here comes Rhino.
I'll tell you what, man, that was like a bullet being shot out of a gun. That's how fired up he is. That's how motivated he is. He is so ready for this rubber match.
Yes, incredibly focused and incredibly motivated is the challenger. Now, here's the champion. Yes, he is the king of the mountain, both in his own words as well as because he has the gold around his waist. The NWA World Heavyweight Champion. We talked about how focused Rhino is. I wonder if we can say the same about the champion, Jeff Jarrett. What have we seen all night? We've seen Jeff Jarrett going up to certain people, certain individuals, and asking them what they know about the announcement from TNA management that tonight, the face of TNA, and going forward in 2006 will be changed forever. Is Jarrett too worried about that? Or has Jarrett maintained his focus as well as Rhino? One of the questions we're going to answer.
I'll tell you one thing, Rhino hasn't thought about it. That's been something Jarrett's always been worried about, TNA management and him and their relationship. Rhino's only had one thing on his mind, and you're right, that's the big question. If the champion wants to remain the champion, he better concentrate on one thing and one thing only, and that's not getting gored.
The NWA World Heavyweight Champion sets his trademark guitar at ringside. Jeremy Borash is in the ring. JB, let's introduce the competitors for our main event, the NWA title matchup. It's all yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your Turning Point main event of the evening. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Rudy Charles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Orlando, Florida, it's your main event of the evening. Introducing, first of all, in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 290 pounds from Detroit, Michigan. He is the #1 contender for the NWA Heavyweight Championship of the World. This is the Man-Beast, Rhino! And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my right, he weighed in this morning at 238 pounds and comes to us from the Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. He is the current reigning and defending World Heavyweight Champion. This is Jeff Jarrett.
Yes, this matchup sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. With the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, it's on the line and it's at stake. The champion, Jeff Jarrett, the challenger, the man-beast, Rhino. And Don, on an incredible night here at Turning Point, it's time to turn them loose in the main event.
I'll tell you one thing. The crowd is almost unanimous in their feelings on who they want to win this match. I mean, Rhino is deafening throughout the impact zone.
Did you see his NWA senior official, referee Rudy Charles, as he showed the belt to Rhino? Rhino just had to touch the championship. I think channeling back to when he was champion, thinking of what his life would be like and how his life could turn around even more. Yes, it's been incredible the way he's turned around his life in TNA, but think of what it would do to Rhino and his life if he were to regain the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Kind of sizing each other up. Part of me, I think, expected Rhino just to kind of go kind of like AJ Styles did, but you can see this is too important to him. He's thought about it. It's not something he wants to make any kind of rash mistakes. He wants to size Jarrett up, and he wants to beat him in his own game. He knows it's a war, not a battle.
How about this? Jarrett beating Rhino at his own game momentarily. Oh, test of strength with Jarrett having the advantage, surprisingly. But then just as Rhino starts to turn the tables on Jarrett, of course he takes the shortcut. A boot right to the gut, but Rhino fights back.
Sizing each other up. Muscling each other around. Oh, nice elbow right there by Rhino. He sends Jarrett to the mat and he sends him back again.
Pair of shoulder blocks drops Jarrett in his tracks. Rhino going to go for a quick pin attempt in the opening minute of the match, but Jarrett kicks out before referee Rudy Charles can even get to two.
You can see right there how he's twisting the arm to kind of affect the nerves of the arm like that, so you lose your feeling. It goes numb and you can't use it. Jarrett realizes it and gets out of it as quickly as he can. Nice slide under by Jarrett.
Oh!
Nice drop kick.
Great leg extension with the drop kick. The top foot, the top leg of Jarrett just drilling Rhino right in the face. Went for the pin, but Rhino powers out. Quick, high, hit cross takeover. And that checks us out. Jarrett working on the arm of Rhino. Got the wrist lock aside. That camera shot looks like he got the leg scissors. His leg scissors around the arm as well while he cranks back.
You can see right there, Rhino, I mean, he's in pain, but he uses his weight advantage and rolls Jarrett over. But again, Jarrett able to use that leg strength and put him back on the other side. You got to watch his shoulders, too. Very close to having the shoulders pinned.
Smart defense here by Rhino. He's got to use that free arm, that right hand. He's got to try and bridge the other hand to bring it together, or just turn it around and use his strength like this.
That's what we're talking about. Oh, man. He's got Jarrett. He's in a situation he didn't plan on.
Oh.
And he tosses him right on his neck on the top rope.
Just what we expected. That pure raw power and strength of the man-beast.
Look at this, and he's just holding it, and it sends him flying to the mat.
High press slam, holding the champ high over his head, and then dropping him down unceremoniously to the mat. Gonna try a suplex? Well, front suplex, hangs him out across the top rope, and then, oh, big boot, Jarrett knocked off. Wow, right into the steel safety rails.
Right into the rail right there as he just catches Jarrett with that boot. And I'm gonna tell you something again, Rhino being very methodical in the way he's going about things. Sizing up Jarrett right here. And here he goes, over the top, hesitates in midair and then lands on top of him.
You don't see that kind of a move that often from someone the size of Rhino. The slingshot into the cross body block. Like an X Division move. Rhino's gonna pull out all the stops because we know what's at stake here. And now we're headed out into the crowd at the impact zone. And referee Rudy Charles at this point, he almost has to look the other way in essence. He has to be lenient because of what's going on here, because he realizes the match is so important and what's at stake is the NWA title as Rhino tries to follow up the advantage.
You can see Rhino realizes by taking him up through the crowd, he's taking Jarrett into a land where everybody's behind him. Jarrett's got to know that. It's got to get out of that crowd fast.
Wow.
What to keep somebody from taking? Look at this.
Going to try and suplex him.
Oh!
No! Instead, Jarrett fights off the suplex, and Rhino just crashed on the floor.
All the way from that barrier, that concrete barrier there. It's a long drop.
And completely unprotected. There's no pads. There's no mats out there. That's concrete. Better clear out of the way in the pit.
Nails it right on the head.
Face first, head first, goes Rhino right into that steel retaining wall.
That's what Jeff Jarrett does. I mean, that's why he's champion.
Down.
He somehow finds. Oh, I'll tell you what, Rhino's turned it right around on him. Man, Jarrett took a shot.
Great counter, great reversal by the challenger, who definitely has his supporters. Now gonna grab Jarrett by the head. Where are they going?
I don't know. They're looks like they're heading up. Well, it's like almost going outside right there.
Toss Jarrett into the safety rail. Put
Of
him
the
into the
impact
steel.
zone. They're on the edge of it right there. You see the door leading outside behind him.
And now, whoa, Jarrett goes right into the wall.
Again, like you said, referee Rudy Charles, at this point, just letting it happen. Just letting it happen.
You've got to do it, Rudy. You've got to let these two settle it.
He's trying to get him back in the ring.
We'll do our best. Great camera crew here with TNA, and we're going to try and follow the action, even though they are way far away from the ring. Rhino's got Jarrett trapped and drills him right hand to the side of the head.
You can see where Jarrett's busted right there, right on the forehead. You can see. I mean, why not? I mean, everybody else seems to have bled at some point in time this evening.
Whoa, he threw him right into that wall, and now he takes him, tosses him over the guardrail, and Jarrett crashes on the entrance ramp.
Oh man, Rhino in total control, and he's just doing everything he can to just kind of
look at him hammer those punches.
Right after right after right in the force. And Jarrett, he now opened the cut up even more, and he's bleeding even more.
That was a great overhead
Look at
camera
that.
shot. Punch after punch. You're right, just busted Jarrett wide open.
Again, maybe that's a situation where Jarrett not focused like he should have been. You mentioned it earlier. Not focused. Oh, grabbing a chair right here. That's him in the arm.
Steel chair shot by the challenger. You know, there might be something to that. Jarrett has been worried about the TNA management announcement. That the face of TNA in 2006 changes forever tonight at Turning Point. Jarrett may have been more concerned about that than Rhino, and Rhino uses the chair to the gut. Oh, and waffles him with another shot to the back.
Rhino's only thought about one thing, and that's winning this championship. Now Jarrett bleeding right here, trying to walk out, trying to catch his breath. Rhino just gonna go right with him.
Gonna go.
Right into the side where the steps go up into the stand.
Yeah, the side of the bleachers.
He's got a table right there.
Rhino trying to position the table. Boy, Jarrett has really been on the receiving end of a brutal offensive attack here from the challenger Rhino. Jarrett now positioned on the table. Rhino gets him the shot to the head, says, get out of the way.
Look at this, Rhino going up on top.
Who's the man?
Oh, Jarrett though gets up off of the table as Rhino took a little too much time. And Jarrett, being the champ that he is, knows how to take advantage of a situation, but Rhino doesn't let up.
Oh, you're right. Rhino falling victim to that premature celebration. But now Jarrett climbing the scaffold. Look at this. Look how far up they are.
I tell you what, we got cameramen up there. As you see cameras rocking. This is crazy.
I know, the whole scaffold. Look at this. We've got a cameraman way up on top, and the scaffold's rocking. This is a dangerous place for both of these men.
Dangerous place for a lot of people. Oh, nice shot right there by Jarrett. Using the chair, and he catches him. All the way down. All the way through the table.
Now who's the man?
Wow. You can see it. Oh, man, as he sent Rhino all the way down. What a fall. Here it is again. Look at how long.
Oh, my gosh. Once you take it from that view, once you see it from that angle, you see not only how far he dropped, but the impact as he crashed through the table.
memories of Hardy and days gone by. And he comes right back at him and slams him again. And now Jarrett has total momentum right here.
Yeah, right in
total
front of us here at the
control.
broadcast table. A bloody Jarrett takes Rhino in.
Oh, he just slams him into a rail with force.
The side and the back of Rhino's head against the steel.
But that's firing Rhino up.
Fights back through the pain, up on the ramp. Oh, crashes him with the suplex. Powered him over. The back of Jarrett crashing down on the entrance ramp.
Oh, what a boot right there to the face. Rhino somehow able to get momentum on his side after that major fall that he took off the top of that scaffolding.
Where's he going?
I can't see.
We've lost the shot as now we come back to Jarrett. I'm not sure where Rhino went. But he went out of our
Oh,
our
look, what
camera
has he
range.
got in his hands? Another table, he had another table.
He's getting a table from the back.
He's like back behind.
There he is, coming up on the side of the entrance ramp, getting a table. This allows Jarrett, however, to regroup.
But
now what's he gonna do? He's gonna set the table up, he's gonna stack it right through the entrance ramp, covering the ramp, covering the hole.
Oh, he wants to gore him right through that table. You know he does.
Jarrett to his feet, Rhino measures him,
There he
lights him
goes.
up.
And he sends him, gores him right through the tunnel, all the way down in the tunnel. Gore, gore, gore. Wow. Jarrett was just reeling there, saw him coming. We gotta see this again.
Look at this impact.
Oh, man,
God.
and oh man, you know Jarrett's gotta be hurting it also. Looked like it cost Rhino some too. Jarrett, you can see him down in the ramp that goes back to the back.
Jarrett down and out after taking that vicious gore from Rhino directly through the table that he had stacked up. Rhino slowly getting back to his feet. I mean, think of what Rhino went through too in delivering the move and going through the table.
Jeremy wants to say something.
You hear that?
You hear the boos. You hear what they feel about this. They want him to let it go. But Rudy Charles has got to get control. And this gives Rhino a chance.
Trying to see where.
Wait a minute. He can't. Oh, come on.
Not the Canadians, Eric Young and Petey
They're
Williams.
trying to make sure that Rhino doesn't have a
Oh
chance.
my God, they tossed him down the ramp.
They're making sure he doesn't have a chance so he can be counted out. Come on. You got to win.
Where you at, Roode?
He's just started the count right there in the ring. And you can see right there Team Canada bringing Jarrett out.
Trying to revive Jarrett and bring him to the ring before the referee counts 10. Rhino's down the ramp. I'm not sure Rhino's going to be able to make it in. This isn't the way we want this to end, not in a count out.
Not a night like this. You don't want to see Jarrett steal it this way.
Jarrett rolled back into the ring. Rudy Charles on the verge of counting 10.
Wait a minute. Here comes Rhino and he makes it in the nick of time.
He beat the count.
The crowd goes crazy. And here he goes.
Down to the offense. Quick reversal by Jarrett, but Rhino comes right back and dropped him. There's one for Petey Williams, and down goes Eric Young.
Oh, look at Rhino right now. He knows he was close to losing that match. And the crowd's now behind him. Oh, and he just puts the shoulder block right into the gut right there.
Just drilled him, stacked him up in the corner, shoulder block. Canadians hit the ring again, and there goes Petey Williams.
They're just sacrificing themselves right now for Jarrett. Just to give Jarrett some extra time. Just to give Jarrett a little bit more momentum. I don't think it's going to be enough as you see Rhino right there.
Jarrett shot off into the ropes.
Whoa!
Fight buster down by Rhino. Cover! No!
So close. So close.
On the verge of having another new champion tonight. After Samoa Joe wins the X Division title, Rhino came just this close to being world champion again. Rhino to the top.
Oh, look at this. You see Petey Williams. Let's get them out of here.
Damn them!
Yeah, get them out of here. Absolutely get them out.
You gotta take charge here,
going.
You gotta get some other people, some referees out here. Clear the ringside area. Jarrett now gonna try and suplex Rhino back in. Can Team Canada
he
hit with
does,
the back?
he hits that
Jarrett
suplex.
pin off the suplex.
1, 2, no.
Wow. Rhino barely able to get the shoulder rolls. Gonna try and come back. Kicks
Got him up top. Oh, he just sends him back flying.
Dropped him down. Stunned the bloody Jarrett. Can he roll over, even extend the arm, drape it across? No!
Just in a nick of time again. Oh, I tell you what, he could have easily went ahead and counted him out there. It was that close.
Jarrett taken back up to his feet by the challenger Rhino. Quick reversal here by Jarrett, but Rhino comes right back. Whoa! Almost contact made with referee.
Oh, and then he ends up moving out of the way and he gores around. Oh no, Rudy Charles won't have a chance. Now Jarrett's got the stroke.
No! Rhino fights it off. Caught him with a punch in the midsection and plants him with the belly to belly, but the referee's knocked out.
Oh, he's just been gored and he's out of breath, he's out of air. Doesn't even know he's in a ring. We gotta get a referee out here. Something. Something.
The champion slowly gets up. You can sense that Rhino would love to do nothing more than to gore him once again.
The crowd behind it, if you hear
Rhino's got him in his sights. Who's this? Who just went by?
That's Bobby Roode.
Another member of Team
and the
Canada.
referee can't see what's going on, and Rhino's having to fight somebody else off.
Oh no!
It's
not it. Now here comes a one.
Oh come on! I'll say one thing. Team Canada said they had his back as he gores A1 right there. Said he had his back, and they did. This is just disgusting.
Jarrett has received help from 4 members of Team Canada. Oh, Bobby Roode with the Northern Lariat. Drilled him from behind. Jarrett covered.
There's no referee. Wait a minute. Here he comes. 2. Not in time.
Yes. Still life left in the challenger. Still something left in Rhino's tank. Jarrett drops out to the floor now with not the guitar. I am so sick of this guitar.
I'd love to see someone put that guitar somewhere I don't want to describe. As you can see, Rhino right now blasting him with the right. No, he hits him with the backside of it. And here he goes. He slams it right on his head.
Just broke the guitar right over the head of Rhino.
Again, the referee doesn't see it. He's got him pinned, but the referee's not there. Here he comes. 2. Not enough. Not enough. He doesn't get the pin. There's life in Rhino.
Jarrett doesn't believe it. I don't believe it either. How did he kick out?
Wait a minute. I am so sick and tired of this.
Jackie Gata. What is the story? We know about Gail Kim leaving. Jarrett, now Jackie Gata, there's something between these. She just slapped him again. That's a third.
Gore! He's got him. He's got him pinned. Here he goes. 1, 2. Yes. Oh, come on.
No. Only 2.
Come on. That's BS.
Security to take Jackie Gata away from the ringside area. Rhino setting up a chair in the ring.
This crowd can sense it. It's so close. So close.
Takes Jarrett by the head. He's got 2 chairs positioned in the ring. He's got something in mind. He's got Jarrett up.
Could he be going for a pile driver up there?
I don't know. Jarrett trying to fight it off. Oh no, not Gamora with the hockey stick.
Every single person from Team Canada has come out here at some point in time.
5 of them. 5 members of Team Canada.
He's gonna stroke him on the stairs. Oh man.
Jarrett hits the stroke. Rhino crashes into both steel chairs. Referee Charles counts 2.
No. That sucks.
The winner of the match and still World Heavyweight Champion, Jeff Jarrett.
It took 5 members of Team Canada, Don, 5 Canadians, to help Jarrett as he regains the NWA World Heavyweight title.
Can't believe what I saw. Wait, what?
Wait a minute, what's going on? Wait a minute, what the hell? The lights are out in the impact zone.
What does this mean?
What's going on here?
Might have just been a malfunction of some
know.
sort because they're out here.
I don't know. Lights are out in the impact zone. What the hell's going on here?
We have no earthly idea.
Please, somebody in the truck, tell me what's happening. What's going on here?
As the lights are out. Wow. Could that be what I think it is?
Don, it's a scorpion. The scorpion. It's been the symbol that's been associated with just one man, with just one individual, with just one wrestler.
Could that be?
What's this?
Look at there. You see the boots.
You see the baseball bat. You see the trench coat. Could it be?
Unbelievable.
Could this be what changes the face of TNA in 2006 forever?
Look at Jarrett looking around, looking for him. Everybody's looking around.
Don, is it possible?
I'm hoping.
Could it be Sting?
Because that would be so unbelievable.
Jarrett can't believe it. D'Amore can't either. Could this be what changes the face of TNA?
He's staring
Could it be
right
Sting?
at Final resolution.
This has been a presentation of TNA Wrestling.